summarize the previous part. The aftermath of the battle in the Calm Belt was a scene of devastation, with wreckage and blood covering the sea. Whitebeard single-handedly annihilated the Jerma Kingdom's army, their humanoid weapons, and world government reinforcements, demonstrating unmatched strength. His dominance in combat, whether one-on-one or against armies, elevated him to a godlike status in the eyes of the world, surpassing even the legendary pirate king Roger. The Whitebeard pirates celebrated their victory joyfully, with humorous exchanges among the crew. Flower Sword Vista became the target of teasing after showing unexpected concern for the female warriors of the Nine Snake clan. This playful banter escalated into a sword fight between Vista and Golden Lion Shiki, adding to the crew's festive mood. This camaraderie reflected their confidence in Whitebeard's unmatched strength and their renewed optimism, as the crew embraced a future free from past tragedies. Party Popper, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and I wish you all an enjoyable time listening to the story. Immensely vast and boundless. Harmonious and slow. Chigi runs on the calm belt on the sea surface, the vast and boundless sea surface, giving people a kind of refreshing and joyful feeling. The world was still in shock. Towards Whitebeard in this battle, the terrifying appearance, the world was still in the same place. The level of fear had surpassed everything. Regardless of the world government's highest level 5 elders, or down to the Le Dan Bok Tin, countless people became amazed and moved. However, all of these things had little effect on the Whitebeard pirates. Wow, those two are really amazing. Princess Shirahoshi's face was full of jumping as she looked at the still-in-place Golden Lion Shiki and Flower Sword Vista, who were discussing swordsmanship, shouting happily. Her voice gentle and pleasant to the ears, very comfortable. She actually also wanted to participate in the battle to attack the Jerma Kingdom before, but the arrangements were made by Whitebeard, not allowing her, a pure little beauty, to participate. Well, this is a nice name. In fact, Whitebeard is not unwilling to let Princess Shirahoshi participate in the battle. In this version of the ocean, sooner or later one must participate in the battle. Following Whitebeard, one must be well prepared for battle at any time. This is also beneficial for Princess Shirahoshi's personal growth and training. However, at this time, Whitebeard also does not want to let Princess Shirahoshi's personal ability spread. As one of the 3 ancient weapons of the Sea King Poseidon, Princess Shirahoshi can be considered a hidden trump card of the Whitebeard pirates. This is in preparation for the world government. However, besides an ancient weapon, the Heavenly King Uranus also did not appear until now. Whitebeard has never obtained any real news. From Doflamingo to Vinsmoke. Judge. Whitebeard, every time he questioned these people, he only got a little bit of a simulated answer. That thing is the national treasure of the Heavenly Dragon Kingdom, the sacred land of Mariewa. Is it the Heavenly King Uranus? What is the relationship between Uranus and the Sea Rock and the Devil Fruit? Does the world government have control over the demon fruit's bloodline ability? Fatal weakness? These things all need to be considered. Princess Shirahoshi, on the other hand, was extremely obedient and listened to Whitebeard's arrangements. Of course, Whitebeard also secretly told Princess Shirahoshi everything ahead of time. Considering that Princess Shirahoshi made her own decisions, she had the power to understand the situation. On this point, Whitebeard would not make things difficult for a little girl. You two must try your best. Standing beside Whitebeard, Princess Shirahoshi's soft and gentle voice had a special charm. As expected of a beautiful princess from the Fish Clan, even her voice was so pleasant to hear. Whitebeard smiled. Shirahoshi, guess who will win? Shirahoshi. I can't say it. Princess Shirahoshi was a little embarrassed. She unconsciously leaned closer to Whitebeard. In fact, she felt a little embarrassed inside. She didn't expect that Whitebeard would take the initiative to speak. This made Princess Shirahoshi a little flattered. It's okay. Who do you think won? Whitebeard said with a laugh. N. Princess Shirahoshi nodded. She seriously assessed the battlefield, observing the moves of Golden Lion Shiki and Flower Sword Vista, slashes, sword techniques, body techniques, sword techniques. And finally softly said, Shirahoshi feels Lord Golden Lion Shiki's chances of winning should be a little higher. No way. Right. We feel Lord Joachim Vista can win. Oh. Humph hum. Lord Vista will definitely win. A group of healthy female soldiers protested loudly. Father, do you think Vista failed? Marco waited for the team leader's turn, also unexpectedly asked in a fluster. Really? Looking at the battle, the swords and sabers flashing, the slashes and strikes flying everywhere. One could not see which way the two people were coming from. This is not because Marco and the others are weak, they just felt that during the time when Whitebeard's father was reborn, his strength had skyrocketed, almost doubling. Second, Shiki the Golden Lion was also old. Third, they were not good at swordsmanship, so naturally they could not see the subtle paths inside. At this moment, everyone looked towards Whitebeard, each with suspicious eyes, waiting for Whitebeard to answer. In fact, Shirahoshi is right. Even though Vista's swordsmanship and strength have suddenly increased in the past year, compared to the peak battle, he is now countless times stronger. However, this Golden Lion Shiki has survived a great disaster and has always strived to become better. With his experience as an old man, he has not fallen below 330 peaks in swordsmanship. In fact, he has even vaguely gained the upper hand. In the final analysis of swordsmanship, I'm afraid that Flower Sword Vista is no match for Golden Lion Shiki. Whitebeard opened his mouth to speak. This is very fair and just criticism. Also to Princess Shirahoshi Sirius, this princess from the mermaid race, in observing the battle aspect, also very talented. Even though she almost did not participate in the battle, but the natural Sea King Poseidon is to let her in observing the battle, looking at the overall battlefield aspect, has the same genius talent. So, isn't it true that in the end, Lord Vista, it was a failure? Yes, we don't want to see Lord Vista lose any competition. What now? What now? A group of female soldiers from the Women's Kingdom, each with a strong figure, let out urgent female sounds, their feet tapping to express the level of anxiety in their hearts. Let Vista win. Very simple, Whitebeard said with a smile. Everyone's eyes lit up, looking at Whitebeard expectantly, waiting for Whitebeard to speak next. Without waiting for Whitebeard to say the next words, the discussion of swordsmanship between Shiki the Golden Lion and Vista the Flower Sword has entered its final stage. The Golden Lion Shiki's body was floating. The two famous swords Kagurashi and Aotu were stepped on by its two legs, slashing out hundreds of golden slashes. These slashes dazzled people, emitting a dazzling golden light, making people not dare to look straight. Outsiders couldn't see anything, but what fell into Whitebeard's eyes was what made Whitebeard laugh. That dazzling slash attack was accompanied by two deadly straight slashes. Even if it was a sword master level, one would not be able to see that these two slashes that were calculated to be hundreds of slashes were hidden within the deadly straight slashes. This is a move that Golden Lion Shiki stole from Whitebeard. Moreover, he learned it very flexibly and used it, combining Golden Lion Shiki's own swordsmanship to unleash such a move. A very domineering death-seizing slash. Facing such dense slashes, Joaquim Vista couldn't help but frown. He could see that among the hundreds of slashes mixed in, the two slashes were the most deadly. Maybe looking out is one thing. Can block is another story. Want to block the two strongest slashes. Then we'll definitely be slashed horizontally by the remaining hundreds to cause damage. If they didn't care about those two fatal slashes, they would definitely be blown away in the end. It is a sword move that can save everyone in a desperate situation. As expected of the Golden Lion Shiki, it was I who lost. Joaquim Vista admits defeat. Bang! Whitebeard waved his hand, and a saber instantly descended from the sky, slashing downward, blocking the slash that Shiki the Golden Lion had. In just a flash, the golden light shattered, like a golden star. Noisy. Many of the squad leaders were in an uproar, and the group of female soldiers from Amazon Lily were all stunned. They had never seen Whitebeard's terrifying slash before. The original Golden Lion Shiki gave them the feeling that it was already powerful beyond normal. Result. Whitebeard raised his hand and immediately shattered Shiki's Golden Lion ultimate move. Can it not scare people? Golden Lion Shiki took a deep breath. He sighed and said, I didn't expect you to integrate the shockwave's power into your sword technique. Not wrong. Just as Shiki the Lion said. Whitebeard's previous slash, the saber technique that fell from the sky, was indeed fused with the fluctuations of shock force. Otherwise, how could it be possible to so easily kill a powerhouse like Shiki the Golden Lion with one powerful move? That broken golden slash is the best proof. Sword technique that fuses the vibration of shock force? No way. The shockwave ability, moreover, can be used like this. As expected of father. His abilities have truly been exploited to the limit. Everyone was once again amazed. Whitebeard's ability to develop the shocking fruit really broke through all kinds of limits. Make people tremble endlessly. Self-esteem. Joaquim Vista also did not seem to be in a funeral. On the contrary, his face was full of anticipation. He was no match for Kim Soo-tu Shiki, and was completely not his father's opponent. Perhaps this also represented he and this kind of strong person together in the future could have limitless progress space. Joaquim Vista clasped his hands. Shiki, please teach me more in the future. Golden Lion Shiki's mouth twitched. Do you think you can find me to discuss every day? Let me tell you. You can stop dreaming. This old man's bones will definitely be broken by you. Joaquim Vista failed, causing many healthy female soldiers to be lost one after another. They did not hope to see such an outcome. That's right, Lord Whitebeard. Didn't you say before that you could let Lord Flower Sword Vista easily defeat Lord Golden Lion Shiki? Yes. Lord Whitebeard. Tell me quickly. How can Lord Vista instantly defeat Lord Shiki? A group of strong female men from Amazon Lily's female kingdom looked at Whitebeard expectantly. After Whitebeard's one-finger strike from the sky proved it, it made a bunch of foolish women worship Whitebeard even more, foolishly believing that Whitebeard could do anything. At this moment, every gaze revealed an indefinite wait as they looked towards Whitebeard, hoping for Whitebeard's answer. There are not only these female men like that. The squad leader group also looked forward to seeing Whitebeard's father, Marco, George, the squad leader group's strong people, Count Hong, Ivor's long-awaited helper, along with Moonlight, Moria, Sand, Crocodile and the others, all looked at Whitebeard. Even Rayleigh, who was still holding on to his gratitude, couldn't help but look towards Whitebeard. Everyone was waiting for Whitebeard to speak. Joaquim Vista also had two shining eyes, looking at Whitebeard expectantly. Father, Tian True. If I guide you, I can help you defeat the Golden Lion Shiki. Whitebeard said easily. The team leader's eyes lit up. Not wrong. Father Whitebeard, just by using swordsmanship, crushed the world's #1 swordsman Eagle Eye existence. This sword technique. Whitebeard dares to say second. No one dares to say #1. Even the Golden Lion himself couldn't help but look at Whitebeard. He followed Whitebeard after that. Really saw again and again the shocking events that Whitebeard brought. If Whitebeard said so, there must be certainty. However, he the Golden Lion was not a weak person. If Whitebeard said it on the spot, his Golden Lion Shiki could also be considered a learning experience, so it could be used. A group of people looked at Whitebeard with great anticipation, waiting for him to continue. Whitebeard beckoned, signaling for Flower Sword Vista to come. Suddenly, his saber swung sideways, the tip of the saber aimed straight at Flower Sword Vista. I'll teach you 2 moves. Father, take care more. Boom boom. 2 famous swords were pulled out in a flash. Flower Sword Vista, draw your sword. The momentum is fierce. The sword is like a flash of light flash. Lightning fast. Clang. Maybe. All of these things, speed, momentum, and the great sword's domineering aura, were all ignored by Whitebeard. The blade that was more than 10 meters long, domineeringly and peerlessly slashed down from the sky, slashing straight at the Flower Sword Vista's twin blades. Immediately there was a deafening sound of swords competing _ clanging sound. In just a moment, because the swords and sabers collided, turbulence was created, forming streaks of white chi, destroying in all directions, like a long snake scattering out. The air was also stirred up with a ripple of vibration. So that's how it is. A simple move. Whitebeard simplified to the extreme one slash. It made the powerful greatsword master of Huajian Vista's eyes shine. Like meeting Camlo after a long thirst. What do you mean? In addition to watching the excitement and internal practice, there was a group of strong female soldiers from the new Niquok who basically did not understand what kind of swordplay this was. This kind of simple cut, who wouldn't? Is it also worthy of the admiration of a powerhouse like Joaquim Vista? Strange. A group of outsiders completely don't understand what swordplay this is. Even felt, everyone will chop movements, basically have no half meaning of swordsmanship. A great move. A terrifying and domineering heavenly slash. Golden Lion. Shiki suddenly laughed out loud. This person in swordsmanship still slightly defeated the Golden Lion of Huajian Vista. He really could see the hidden meaning behind Whitebeard's simple move. This made all the female soldiers of the female kingdom unable to help but become surprised. Could it be that they completely failed to see that a little bit of swordplay content, in the eyes of a strong person, would become the ultimate swordplay? Is there any other such operation? Nothing. Surprised beyond surprise, a group of female soldiers, still unable to understand, doubtfully said, "Isn't it just a simple slash?" Captain Whitebeard's blade. Just takes a little longer. Not clear. Of course not clear. These girls' level of existence, it's not clear clearly, it's too normal. You guys don't understand clearly, this is very normal. Golden Lion Shiki rarely had a good mood once. It seemed that this time, he learned a bit of the essence from Whitebeard's move just now, explaining, Whitebeard's move looks like a simple slash. But the magic in it is from the sky. Do you know what I call falling from the sky? It may not be something as simple as from top to bottom, but rather, from the highest sky. Slashing straight down to the ground. Everything within, the air or the clouds, all obstacles, will all be slashed apart in an instant, piercing through everything, straight down to the enemy. This is just one of them. Whitebeard's just slash, in the process of falling from the sky, also led to the power of the sky. This slash was like chopping down the entire sky together. No one could completely block it. Of course, this slash from Whitebeard just now was just a demonstration. He didn't really use his strength. If he did, the flower sword vista just now would have been blown away. After listening to Shiki Kim Su-Tu's explanation, everyone couldn't help but gasp. Fresh flower bridge. The noise in the ear never stops. Even if it was Marco, a strong person like him, after hearing the explanation of the Golden Lion Shiki, he couldn't help but feel admiration. Father, in swordsmanship, is already at the pinnacle. Standing at the pinnacle of the entire world of swordsmanship. That's right. Being able to get Whitebeard's one move and half move guidance is absolutely extremely beneficial. Shiki the Lion King was not stingy with his praise. He was originally not convinced with Whitebeard, but after Whitebeard revealed his peerless strength time and time again, he gradually became completely convinced and respected him from the bottom of his heart. Now, he is almost becoming a loyal Whitebeard fan. Go, compete with Golden Lion Shiki again. Whitebeard waved his hand, signaling everyone to stay calm and not get angry. Joaquim Vista solemnly nodded. Okay. Father, I will definitely not let you down. Swords and sabers clashed, all wanting to test the flower sword vista, directly pointing the twin swords at the Golden Lion Shiki. Let's fight again, and I'll give you more advice. Can't wait. Golden Lion Shiki's hands were itching. He also got a lot of benefits. Wow! The two of them instantly left the spot, on the deck of such a large and harmonious ship. They used swordsmanship to kill each other. Chaochu retired. Each slash, like a white dragon, between the Golden Lion Shiki and the flower sword vista, continuously flew. Like a hidden dragon going out to sea, continuously coming out to the sea's surface, the scene was huge, the slash was terrifying. Slash and figure, spread everywhere. Sword. Finally. A loud sound rang out through the sky, and suddenly, a figure flew out. The winner is decided. Everyone looked towards the path that turned into a parabola. Flying out of the defeated figure, everyone couldn't help but suck in a breath of cold air. Hearing Whitebeard say that, everyone was shocked. Surely you're not joking? 2 moves? Just 2 moves from Vista can completely defeat Golden Lion Shiki? If it really is like that, then it's unimaginable. People could not believe it, even in terms of swordsmanship. Joaquim Vista's progress was rapid, surpassing everyone's imagination. Maybe comprehensive strength, comprehensive victory, is not a sword technique that can be improved alone. Flower Sword Vista itself is a powerful swordsman. Whitebeard is also the #1 swordsman, standing at the top of the world. Only then can Flower Sword Vista increase so quickly. Vista boy. Can you not be so proud? Shiki the Golden Lion is a 10,000 people who would not believe such an extraordinary thing. He very upsetly said to Whitebeard, don't say give him 2 hours. Even give him 2 years, he still won't be able to catch up to me. Are you kidding? That year, the Golden Lion Shiki, was also a proud figure, standing at the top of this vast ocean. 763 famous pirate legend. It's not that easy to defeat. In swordsmanship, Golden Lion Shiki admitted that he was not as good as the flower sword Vista that Whitebeard taught him. But in terms of overall strength, Golden Lion Shiki was not convinced. What a braggart! Golden Lion. Whitebeard laughed loudly. In fact, from the beginning, Whitebeard had intentionally provoked Kim Su-tu a little, wanting to see what kind of angry expression the latter would have. Who knew Kim Su-tu would compete? Okay. You've competed, so let's test. Then let us wait and see. Shiki the lion is full of confidence. Anyway, his strength may not be something ordinary people can compare with. Even in the extremely powerful Whitebeard pirates, Golden Lion is still Whitebeard's subordinate, the number 1 or 2 person. Golden Lion has confidence. Except for Marco, who has never fully revealed his strength, his Golden Lion's combat strength might not be defeated by the remaining squad leader. Thinking of this, Kim Su-tu couldn't help but look into Marco's eyes for a long time. Thought, Whitebeard can point out Flower Sword Vista, how can he not point out Marco? Maybe. Marco's hidden strength has increased to an extremely terrifying level, making the Whitebeard pirates an absolutely humble and powerful trump card. Thinking of this, Shiki the Golden Lion couldn't help but admire Whitebeard. Although Whitebeard spoke very arrogantly and domineeringly, perhaps the Golden Lion was psychologically playing on Whitebeard's respect. To let a proud hero like Kim Su-tu be born with such respect, one can see how charming Whitebeard himself is. Under everyone's unimaginable gaze, Whitebeard points out to the Flower Sword Vista alone. In the harmony of all things, there is a special place for cultivation. Extremely spacious. Can simultaneously contain the entire Whitebeard pirates training crew. But at this moment, there are only 2 people. Edward, Newgate, Joachim Vista. Whitebeard's swordsmanship, slashing, and his own swordplay all pointed to the Flower Sword Vista. Thank you, Dad. Joachim Vista was receiving Whitebeard's finger-pointing after that, completely convinced of Whitebeard's words. Completely defeated Kim Su-tu couldn't help but excitedly collapse, knelt down, extremely excitedly said thank you. Whitebeard waved his hand, even if it is a bamboo sword. In the hands of an official great sword master, it can, cut through iron and steel, even, cut the ground, cut through the clouds, cut through the sky. Slash the ground, slash the waves, slash the sky. In a moment, it seemed like there was a path connecting the ground, rolling, slashing from the sky, surpassing everything, unable to resist, slashing down. The ground continuously emitted rumbling sounds, countless rocks and soil flew backwards, shooting all over the sky, forming bottomless trenches. The cracks were like slashes from the sky. Terrifying to the extreme, like an abyss under the slash, the entire area cracked. Suddenly, as if being slashed, countless tsunamis rolled up, unable to be reversed. The imposing aura was immense. Able to swallow everything, unintentionally and unintentionally. The fierce ping by, everything would be swallowed up in the slash. No one would survive. Finally, that kind of boundless and immense momentum, in a flash flew straight to the horizon, as if there were slashes hanging down from the sky. The speed was very slow, visible to the naked eye, but made people unable to help but tremble, not daring to look straight, not daring to move. Just a moment. Joachim Vista is like a body-like temple, feeling like one's whole body has transformed, and one has been reborn. Head exploded. Everything can be cut. All things if cut strike. Heaven and earth, all things are swords. The ground cracked open, rocks and soil flying everywhere, like countless swords flying towards them, rapidly slashing and attacking. The pang by waves rolled up, rolling back the rolling waves, like 2 huge long swords that could split the heavens and split the earth, cutting off the rolling waves, the rolling sea waves, the splashing sea water, all turned into countless slashes, and then turned into countless swords. The sky split open, the sky rolled up the clouds, as if in an instant it also turned into swords, as if from the sky it had fallen down, able to wash away everything. It seemed that the air below the sky that day was also pressed down here, turning into swords, turning into slashes, invisible to the naked eye, invisible and soundless. Yet it seemed to be hanging above the head at all times. Joachim Vista's whole body couldn't help but be immersed in swordsmanship. That's right. Whitebeard secretly nodded. Very satisfied with the performance of the flower sword Vista at this time, all of his just pointed out were accepted by it. Whitebeard was in a good mood. Before stepping on the holy vase and Mariewa, the Whitebeard pirate's battle strength can still increase by a large amount. Thinking of the holy land of Mariewa, thinking of the 5 elders. Whitebeard couldn't help but look towards the red line's direction. 5 elders, you guys have controlled the world's government's pinnacle of power for who knows how many years. Who knows how many months. Now, it's time to make a move, Move one move. Then, move one head move go. Time flies. 2 hours passed. Joaquin Vista suddenly opened its eyes. A piece of cloudiness in its eyes, as it took a deep breath, that pair of cloudiness in its eyes suddenly became a piece of clarity, as if it could see every single detail. There was nothing it couldn't see through. Feeling his body change, Joaquin Vista, once again knelt down, extremely excitedly thanked Whitebeard and said, "Father, in this life, Vista will never need to repay you. Men under the command of gold. Maybe." For Joaquin Vista, his father back then not only took him in, but also brought him back to life. Now, it's more like recreating the body, making him pursue swordsmanship, always trying to be better. Kula la la la. No need to be so polite, remember, you, Vista, will always be a member of the Whitebeard Pirates. Whitebeard laughed out loud. He really enjoyed Vista's daring and courageous manliness, feeling Vista's extremely sincere intentions. Whitebeard felt a little moved inside before transmigrating. He only has one title, 007, even his own name, must want to forget. Alone, undercover in a poison nest for many years, lonely, desolate. Painful, hidden, enduring the burden, filled with all negative emotions. And after going to the pirate world, becoming Whitebeard, happily fighting, boiling with passion to kill, constantly improving, increasing strength, swordsmanship dominating the world, physical arts dominating the world, once again obtaining shocking ability. As the Whitebeard pirates returned. After Edward Newgate crossed over, he could no longer stop feeling the feeling of a family being in the entire Whitebeard pirates family. Each member is extremely loyal, extremely sincere, and extremely sincere towards Whitebeard. Like family feeling. Edward Newgate was very moved. So there is this, which is about to be the final battle, the team leader's plan. After Whitebeard destroyed the Germa Kingdom, he saved the female soldiers of the Amazon Lily Kingdom, but learned that Boa Hancock and the others were transferred to the devastated Impel Down. Right after that, the Whitebeard pirates are once again advancing in the Calm Belt. The direction Impel Down was devastated too. Just this once. The Whitebeard pirates were not impatient. They did not use the flying method to fly, but instead continued to move along the Calm Belt. The harmony of all things starts the momentum, not just the sails. Even the Calm Belt can still move freely. A giant thing, in the Calm Belt, passed by, attracting countless Sea King kinds to become concerned. However, these Sea King kinds, after feeling the invisible Whitebeard's terrifying aura, all of them dived down themselves, avoiding Whitebeard's myriad harmony. Even, there were Sea King kinds who did not offend Whitebeard, actively chasing away all the slightly larger sea fish. At the time when the Whitebeard pirates freely went to the Calm Belt, this chaotic world was still in chaos. Complete chaos and insecurity. How many prisoners were released from Impel Down in the end is unbelievable. Really, not only were Impel Down prisoners released, the remaining pirate prisoners and prisoners were also all released. But also, the world government is even more mischievous, locking up many secret criminals in the holy land of Mariewa. And all those captured and treated as slaves and violent prisoners are also released. Intentionally bring this world completely chaotic. This is all a scapegoat for Whitebeard, making the world feel that it is because of Whitebeard's reincarnation that the world fell into chaos. Maybe the result was to make the world government extremely disappointed, because the world completely did not follow their ideas to suspect Whitebeard. On the contrary, the whole world revered Whitebeard. Even, countless people ran to Whitebeard under the island's flag. Because, in this chaotic and unbearable world, this era of turmoil, this world, there are only 2 paradises. The world government's holy land Mariewa on the outside, and the island under the Whitebeard pirates' flag on the other side. Countless islands. Any island. Just be a Whitebeard pirate under his flag. All is well. Those who joined the Whitebeard Pirates Kingdom took the initiative to leave the kingdom from the world government, and were also safe and sound. No one has eyes dare to provoke the Whitebeard pirates. Through the battle to destroy the Germa kingdom, Whitebeard completely shocked everyone in this world. As for why the Germa kingdom dared to provoke Whitebeard in the first place, it was actually very simple. They had obtained the support of the world government. Not only did they have extremely powerful humanoid weapons, but they also had fighters hiding within the Germa Kingdom army. Unfortunately, those warriors from the government world, numbering in the thousands, were extremely unlucky and were directly destroyed by Whitebeard using his overlord's haki. All things harmonious above, the evening sun leans on the deck. Radiant and brilliant, the sea waters shadow against the sunset, the waves ripple, the waves emit a pleasant sound. 2 hours. Can it be done? Shiki the Golden Lion laughed and said he could firmly believe that Whitebeard couldn't do it. Whitebeard was bragging. Pedal, pedal, pedal. As soon as he finished speaking, Vista's figure stepped forward with determined steps. You. Shiki the Lion saw Vista blink and couldn't help but be surprised. Vista, the whole person, seems to have a majestic aura. Like a sword that can cut the ground, cut rolling, cut the sky giant sword. This is Father's sword technique's true emperor. Vista looked towards Golden Lion. His eyes were like electricity, but also like a sword. His words were like nails cutting iron. Come and fight, Golden Lion. You will understand clearly. Father passed on the message. It is the true emperor, because, Father, it is Whitebeard. Ah. The evening was mixed with the rippling sea. Boom. The extremely powerful slash pressure instantly destroyed everything, directly approaching the Golden Lion Shiki. Joachim Vista dynamic. He made his move because he had just learned a new sword technique from Whitebeard. A slash, like the vast ocean, boundless sea, layer upon layer, extremely vast. The pressure pressed straight up to 10 million meters. The Golden Lion Shiki's eyes suddenly lit up. He jumped with both legs, and his entire body flew out horizontally, avoiding this terrifyingly oppressive slash attack as fast as lightning. Maybe Shiki the Golden Lion still looked down on the terrifying 397 slash. Just the remaining power of the slash also caused the Golden Lion Shiki's body to stop because of it. Although he avoided the slash's wind brought a terrifying vortex of air, causing his body to stop. A battle between experts, like this one battle, will decide the superiority, equivalent to revealing a flaw. How could Joachim Vista miss such a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? Only saw Joachim Vista's entire body charging straight forward at the same time. The two swords in both hands crossed and swung wildly, slashing out each slash that made people dizzy with dazzling light, like an extremely majestic lotus flower. This sword technique slashes and forms a lotus flower, seemingly able to support the heavens and earth, and also able to destroy the heavens and earth. Very, very big a sword flower. Maybe? The speed is so fast it's hard to believe. No use. Facing such a terrifying giant sword flower slash, countless dazzling slash, Golden Lion Shiki was already at ease. As expected of a legendary pirate who had roamed the seas for countless years, facing this kind of terrifying level of countless slash, he was able to calmly face. Chaochu retired. Waves of golden slashes and shockwaves were instantly thrown out from beneath the Golden Lion Shiki's feet. Golden slash waves, powerful, carrying each streak of chi, like a spiral. If in the terrifying sea Uzumaki. Red, red, red. The two people slashed and attacked together in a flash. No one can compare to the terrifying sound. Loud explosion. This is absolutely horrible. Each streak of bright sparks exploded out, like a wild snake dancing, everywhere violently jumping, like a blazing fire, continuously exploding, continuously sparkling. Extremely beautiful and radiant. Maybe the two of them were only using their surface attacks, but their real moves were hidden within the sound of these waves of attacks. Flower Sword Vista's twin swords merged, his entire body spun like a storm, and the twin swords instantly slashed out at the same time. The Golden Lion is similarly hiding a move that can be said to be a fatal blow. But it's not swordsmanship. But it is the real trick. Boom, boom, boom. Only saw the slashing wave pass by. Behind the golden lion suddenly exploded so violently that long lines of terrifying rays rose up, again from the sword light structure, from the powerful chi rotation formed. These flying up long lines, followed by all the ferocious and terrifying giant lion heads, opened their full mouths, straight and slashed towards Vista. Unexpectedly, Shiki the golden lion is also in his twilight years, always trying to be better. Whitebeard could not help but laugh. This golden lion Shiki has already unleashed the floating fruit ability once again and can control the vortex, creating a terrifying lion's might. This level of attack, the destructive power far surpasses the lion's might earth scroll. Terrifying spiral chi, that kind of terrifying destructive force, just like a vacuum blade, can tear everything apart. The two people were like pulling the huge sun, fiercely competing with each other. In just a moment, it was like thunder. Countless slashes, countless chi, about to explode. The two figures continuously fought each other, swords clashing, extremely terrifying. Boom, boom, boom. In midair, deafening collision sounds continuously erupted. Everyone could not help but look up to watch the battle. Originally firmly on the deck of the battleship, at this moment, the two people had already advanced to midair. Flower Sword Vista used its powerful sword technique to slash across the sky, while Golden Lion Shiki used its floating fruit ability to gain an advantage in the air zero. The two figures took turns flying, constantly jumping and competing. Time flies, several hours passed. The evening has fallen. The sky above the moon rises. On the sea surface, because of the two people's confrontation, waves continuously rose up, reflecting the moonlight, emitting streaks of sparkling light, seemingly dotted with golden light. The battle is not over yet. The two people did not stop arguing. Under the moonlight, Joaquim Vista became more and more powerful, seemingly more and more excited as he fought. His swordsmanship also became more and more majestic, more and more precise, more and more domineering. Joaquim Vista is constantly digesting the swordsmanship learned from Whitebeard. After that, Hu Guanding immediately understood the principles through fighting. This was truly the most perfect cultivation practice. Boom, boom, boom. 5.0 time flies. The moonlight falls. The crimson sunlight rises from the east. Unexpectedly, time has passed in the blink of an eye, a day and a night. The two fought continuously all night. At the blink of an eye, Hak Not Dong Tang, red sun, illuminates the vast ocean in a blink of an eye. A figure fell down. Victory or defeat has been decided. Everyone was stunned at this moment. Kim Su too completely understood the true meaning of Whitebeard's words. Whitebeard Ishiki, I will never regret following you in this life. The Whitebeard pirates declared war on the world government and must step onto the red line and trample on the holy vessel of Mariewa. So the news spread. The whole world is boiling. The whole world was in an uproar. Everyone was slightly shocked. The Whitebeard pirates actually so arrogantly declared war on the world government. This is the world government established until now, never appeared before this situation. The pirates declared war on the world government. I'm afraid that in all of pirate history, no one before or after, only the Whitebeard pirates would dare to do such a domineering thing. 577, of course, the Whitebeard pirates are too powerful. They really want to declare war on the world government. This is the biggest war in the world. This moment, the whole world, everyone is scared. Countless people were shocked by this. Countless people were stunned. Whitebeard pirates declare war on the world government again. Didn't think this day would come so quickly. Also didn't think the Whitebeard pirates would so arrogantly declare war. This chaotic world is once again falling into darkness. Crazy, crazy, crazy. The Whitebeard pirates declared war on the world government. What arrogance! Too much. Countless pirates in the New World were shocked by this. They never thought that one day the world government would also be declared war. This is a bit too difficult for people to accept. There is no way to calm down. The whole world was in complete shock. The Whitebeard pirates declared war on the world government. Such news shocked the world. In the entire world, the first half of the Grand Line, the New World, within the scope of the entire world, raised up waves of hurricanes, sweeping the entire world, shocking the entire world. Countless people were shaken, become admired, become agitated. Whitebeard is too crazy. New World. Grand Line, Vast and powerful on the sea, a pirate ship. Right at full speed. On the ship, Red Hair Shanks muttered to himself. Are you surprised or not? Is it not unexpected? Of course it's amazing. Of course not intended. Red Hair Shanks was filled with admiration. He never thought that this day would come so suddenly. Too fast. We didn't even have time to make a move. Captain! Captain! A group of red hair pirates, one after another, walked towards Red Hair in shock, each gaze revealing incomparable fear. Whitebeard and the Whitebeard pirates, aren't they too arrogant? The world government declared war. Unimaginable. Whitebeard is always a tyrant. He can always act. He has never failed. This time, can Whitebeard also have the confidence to really trample the world government? Terrified, everyone in the Red Hair Pirates was shocked. They were the Four Emperors Pirates, this time. They were clearly shocked. Whitebeard Pirates declare war on the world government. World Government Declaration of War. This is so hard to understand. In all the history of pirates, there has never been a situation where anyone in the world dares to declare war on the world government. In the whole world, which pirate group dares to declare war on the world government? Kidding. Don't talk about declaring war to rule the world for hundreds of years, control the world's wealth, and stand at the top of the world's government. Even if the world government declares war on the United Kingdom, we must think twice before doing so. Less is more. Maybe. Now Whitebeard and the Whitebeard Pirates are making an announcement to the world. We, the Whitebeard Pirates, officially declare war on the world government. The meaning is simple. No matter who you are, if you offend our Whitebeard Pirates will trample you all. The Whitebeard Pirates want to trample on power, never looking at who the opponent is. Even if you are the world government that has controlled the world for hundreds of years, you will not miss a beat. Whitebeard Pirates. So arrogant. Red Hair Shanks' broken arm opened his sleeve. The sea breeze shook, the 3 scars at the corner of his eyes, looking very ferocious. At this moment Red Hair Shanks completely did not show that gentle uncle, more like a general who had been through a long battlefield, his sleeves stained with countless blood. There. What do we do now? Ben Beckman was a bit shocked at this moment and didn't know what to do. This is the first time the ever-wise Ben Beckman has revealed such feelings. Enough to prove. The Whitebeard Pirates declaring war on the world government, bringing him the level of fear, is how exaggerated. Static observation of strange changes. Red Hair Shanks gave out 4 words 5. 3. He himself was also similarly shocked by Whitebeard's actions. Whitebeard, can you stop joking? Red Hair Shanks's heart was extremely shaken, like the sea was turning upside down. This was the first time he had experienced this kind of feeling, but he did not reveal his inner thoughts. Thinking of that scene of Whitebeard's mysterious moon form, Red Hair Shanks couldn't help but think of the previous time when he took the initiative to find Whitebeard, but in the end, Whitebeard didn't give him any face at all. Edward. Newgate. You want to overthrow the world. Red hair fluttering, Shanks's heart was in constant turmoil. The new world is in complete turmoil. The Whitebeard Pirates declared war on the world government. This made countless people tremble. This is a unique great event in pirate history. At this moment, not only the Red Hair Pirates were shocked, not only the entire pirate world was shocked. Not only the world was shocked, even the Red Line, the holy land of Mariewa, the 5 elders, the most powerful 5 elders who controlled the world's government, were also shocked by the violent earthquake. Damn Whitebeard. It's gotten to this point so quickly. A very angry 5 elders. Not wrong. It is anger. Fearful anger. You must know. What kind of government exists in the world? The world is the best. Control the world. Control everyone in the world. This is the world government. Maybe. The Whitebeard Pirates are declaring to the world that they want to step onto the red line and trample the world government. This. Definitely do not take the world government into account. Don't take the world of government power into consideration. Naked provocation. Crazy provocation. Edward. This Newgate man has reached the limit of his arrogance. Holding the first great demon cutting Wu Laoxing with both hands, he said that each word he used was stressed, enough to make it stand out, this time. The Whitebeard Pirates declared war on the world government. This news brought to his heart a level of shock. World government war? What is this concept? Don't joke. This is the world's control bloodline government. One command can collect the world's government of anyone. The Whitebeard pirates actually have the courage to declare war on the world government so boldly and domineeringly. That's crazy. The Goatee 5 elders, mouth full of Whitebeard trembling. His heart similarly fluctuated constantly, but these kind of old kings imbued with the pinnacle of power for countless years also would not show it on their faces. Whitebeard was so crazy. So crazy that even the 5 elders felt their scalps go numb. Because Whitebeard is too powerful. He, Edward Newgate, Whitebeard, leader of the Whitebeard pirates, trampled the Navy headquarters. This is a canoe in hand, gathering the 4 Marines, known as the strongest navy in history, still trampled by the Whitebeard pirates. Not only that, even more so. While trampling on the Navy headquarters, they used a trick against another, deliberately attracting the Blackbeard pirates, and simultaneously trampled them to death. That great battle shook the world, equivalent to the Whitebeard pirates alone with a canoe, the strongest in the history of the Navy headquarters, Blackbeard, the powerful Blackbeard pirates, fought. At first the truth was the same. Akainu and Blackbeard finally joined forces, cannot help but swallow regret. Blackbeard and Akainu and Whitebeard were simultaneously killed on the spot. Hit until the body explodes, hitting the lava layer. Akainu and Blackbeard joined forces to defeat the Steelbone Kong, but Whitebeard still managed to break it alone. That battle. The world is boiling, the whole world's blood is rising. On one occasion, Whitebeard had already arrogantly declared to the whole world that he wanted to trample the Navy headquarters, actively attack the home Navy, shock the world. Result: the Navy headquarters is occupied by the Whitebeard pirates. But now, Edward Newgate once again officially declared war. The declared object of war is the world's top world government. Such arrogance. Same as above. Like crazy. Same declare war. This one time. Will it be the same as above once? This is almost the place that everyone in the world is concerned about. The world government's internal affairs have been settled for hundreds of years. How many forces are there? How powerful are they? What methods does the world government have? All of these are unknown. Come here. Let all the Whitebeard pirates go to their deaths. Finally, the black-cloaked Wu Laosheng supported the bald head and said firmly. He said, revealing the gloomy atmosphere. Battle of the killing. No hiding at all. This is the world of insider government. Controlling the world's blood vessels, standing at the pinnacle of the world, holding the entire world in his hands. How much power does he gather in the end? What kind of tricks does he have in the end? Everything is unfathomable. Whitebeard acted too quickly, suddenly declaring war on us 803. I wonder what kind of scheme he has. After deciding to use lightning-fast methods to kill the invading Whitebeard pirates, the 5 elders once again quietly regained their composure, and one of them couldn't help but ask. Any trick in front of us is like a lie. Whitebeard, along with the Whitebeard pirates, if they dare to set foot on the red line this time, then let them all. Only come and never return. All right. Anyway, sooner or later we must destroy Whitebeard. Then don't hesitate to use that kind of power. The Whitebeard pirates are indeed powerful. However, just a pirate crew. They still cannot pose a deadly threat to our power. Whitebeard. Too arrogant. The 5 elders were certain, not sparing any means, not sparing any price, not sparing any expense. Also wanted to kill the Whitebeard pirates this time. Just then, another piece of news spread throughout the world, spread to the world government, spread into the ears of the 5 elders. The 5 elders' faces instantly changed color. Whitebeard officially declared war on the world government. This has made the 5 elders become surprised. The result is another news spread. All the pirates joined the Whitebeard pirates under the kingdom flag, collectively counterattacked the world government. Not wrong. When this news spread, the faces of the 5 elders changed simultaneously. Each face was full of constipation. Their expressions were extremely ugly. Whitebeard would also use these methods. Consider it as me having high opinion of him. One of the 5 elders said so. In fact, all of these things are considered normal within the range. Just, according to the 5 elders. With Whitebeard's kind of domineering personality, there is no reason why he would use the so-called kingdom to put pressure on the world government. Originally, The five elders all thought that they had figured out Whitebeard's personality and were sure of Whitebeard's methods, but who knew that Whitebeard would not play his cards according to common sense. News from each kingdom came that all the officials from the world government that were originally stationed in these kingdoms were all captured. Some kingdoms even directly beheaded all the officials from the world government that were stationed there in order to show their closeness to the Whitebeard pirates. This is undoubtedly a serious blow to the world government. I'm so angry. The five elders stomped their feet in anger. They wished they could capture Whitebeard now, just like Roger that year, and cut off his head as a warning to them. Use this to intimidate the world and antagonize the world's government. Unfortunately, right now the five elders completely have no way to deal with Whitebeard. Can only wait for Whitebeard to kill the red line, then the world government will take out the phone. Patience, patience, patience. Patience and respect? For the five elders who control the power of the entire world, at this moment, it is like enduring humiliation and carrying a heavy burden. Extremely humiliating. They are the world's highest level government power. Have they never been humiliated like this? Maybe Edward. This Newgate, every time he makes a move, he makes us suffer humiliation. Arrange all the forces, this time, want the Whitebeard pirates to only come and never return. Let Edward Newgate, this extremely arrogant guy, die. Red line. Bring Edward Newgate's blood. Infect the red line, infect the holy land of Mariewa on the city wall. The five elders all became indignant. They suffered unprecedented humiliation. Satire. All of this is because of Whitebeard. Because of Whitebeard's two arrangements. Two sentences. At the same time that the five elders were going crazy all over the world. On every island in the world, all kinds of events were happening. The world is shocked and countless people are moved by the journey. The Whitebeard pirates destroyed the world government the night before. Countless people gave birth to countless ideas. This kind of level of great battle. All is sure when the battle comes. All kinds of chaos will break out. If the Whitebeard pirates succeed, trample the world government, destroy the world government's rule, then this world will completely become a pirate world. Someone thought so, and moreover, publicized it. No. I feel that once the Whitebeard pirates destroy the world's ruling government, they will definitely become the world's emperor. Emperor Whitebeard. There are people like that worship. All ideas. The pirate crews all started to act secretly. Prepare discreetly. They, waiting for this great battle to break out. Waiting for this great battle to end. If the Whitebeard pirates fail, the world government will definitely become more hegemonic. Someone said this kind of result. This is actually a lot of people's ideas. Over half a person don't think the Whitebeard pirates can destroy the world government. Dominating the world for hundreds of years, the world government. What kind of terror is it? How deep is its background? How could the threshold be destroyed so easily? However, most people are not willing to say this idea out loud. They have been acting secretly. The world government, on the contrary, destroyed the Whitebeard pirates. Thus, the Whitebeard pirates, under the flag of those forces, those islands, those properties, those industries, all became ownerless. This is exactly what these people have in common. They want to take the opportunity to get rich. I don't know how many people in the dark eyes squinting. However, with the influence of the Calm Belt major event, no one dared to mention going forward anymore. These people with bad intentions could only wait in silence. Really, after the destruction of the Germa kingdom, the remaining pirate crew under the Whitebeard pirates' flag attacked those pirates who were secretly hiding in the Calm Belt, and countless pirates were killed. But Whitebeard didn't do it himself. This matter shocked those restless people. It's just that people die for money, birds die for food. This kind of once-in-a-thousand-years good opportunity, naturally no one would want to miss it. Whitebeard pirates and the world government join forces in a huge battle. The world-changing war is coming again. Countless people were trembling, crazy, becoming expectant. This must fix the entire pirate world. Lifting the tsunami, causing the whole world to surge. Lifting the ultimate storm that overturns the world. Destroy Whitebeard. The words of the five elders spread, and immediately a huge storm arose throughout the world. The whole world was in an uproar. The five elders displayed their terrifying strength. Suppressing Enel. Is it possible to destroy Whitebeard? Causing countless people to become concerned. The five elders' strength, their depth is unfathomable. their terrifying background, causing the world to tremble. Perhaps, this time, the 5 elders can really destroy Whitebeard. Someone said in admiration, "That's right. Whitebeard is truly extremely strong." Called the world's champion of the time. Maybe. At that time, no one saw the 5 elders take action. Present. The 5 elders take action. One move is a thunderous trick. Suppressing a supreme powerhouse from the moon, the Thunder Fruit ability user, Enel was chased by the 5 elders and finally directly suppressed. What a terrible trick. The 5 elders' display of this level of strength has already shocked countless pirates around the world. At this moment, countless people have recognized the 5 elders' strength. 5 elders. This is the world's real pinnacle of existence. The handle of the heavenly fist. The whole world power is held in the hands of 5 people. Now just showing the strength of the iceberg Ikaku has already suppressed Enel. What kind of terrible ability is this? The true strength of the 5 elders, in the end, is just how terrifying this one point makes everyone fear. Whitebeard. This time I'm afraid I'll have to face an unprecedentedly terrifying figure. This battle, from the very beginning, is bound to be the most terrifying battle in this world. A real great battle. A great riot. Regardless of whether Whitebeard wins or loses, this world, after this battle, will undergo earth-shattering changes. Countless people became terrified. Countless people became admiring. Countless people became agitated. Someone saw the Whitebeard pirates in perfect harmony, still flying towards the red line. They have arrived at the shore of the red line. Terrifying riot, great battle, is it about to begin? The world was shocked. This battle is called the ultimate battle. A little bit of an exaggeration. This battle, no matter what the outcome, will completely change the layout of the qualified world. It will completely overturn the layout of this world. World government continue to dominate. Or the Whitebeard pirates claim to be the world's emperors and rule the world. All things. Harmony has arrived at the red line. Someone said, very moved. News spread. The world shook. Mariewa sanctuary inside. The originally expensive Holy Land was now filled with smoke from the battle. It was struck by lightning and destroyed by Enel, leaving almost no ruins. Maybe. Thus, in an area of ruins, there was a perfect, undamaged holy temple. Edward. Newgate coming? That's right. Let's fight. Destroy him, and by the way, unify the town and cut off the rebels. Then, must strengthen the rule. Increase the tax a lot. Not worthy of any kingdom to develop again to the opportunity. Encountering exploitation is what they should enjoy. In the future, rule must absolutely rule those kingdoms. Those kingdoms that once joined Whitebeard's flag, 10 times the tax. Pay 10 times the heavenly gold, in addition, deprive their kingdom's military power, not allowing them to form an army. The 5 elders fought back, each with great vigor. They did not have the slightest bit of hesitation. Each one was full of spirit and had a sharp aura, like a ferocious man-eating tiger. They ate people, not to mention bones. Fresh Flower Bridge 0. They have decided. Kill Whitebeard. After this battle, completely strengthen the rule. Deprive the kingdom's military power, 10 times the heavenly gold offerings, 10 times the tax, completely deprive the world's Le Denbach Tin of the opportunity to fight back. Wow! Crackle! 5 terrifying figures moved at the same time, breaking through the air, their speed so fast that it surpassed the speed of sound, their voices spread out in a flash. And the 5 figures had already left the temple. Even the naked eye could hardly see their suffering figures clearly, only 5 terrifying afterimages could be seen in the air. That is the true strength of the 5 elders. In their hands, the trump card is not someone else, not their subordinates, not the rest, but their own true strength. 5 people working together is enough to suppress the world. 5 lightning-fast figures shot out towards the holy land of Mariewa and the other end of the red line. Across. Just then. The Whitebeard pirates suddenly attacked in our direction. Just then. Boom. Terrifying shock, like a level 18 earthquake, terrifying shock force from the other end of the distant red line. Flying straight towards the holy land of Mariewa, violently shaking over. Boom, boom, boom. Terrifying earthquake, it seems like the entire red line belongs to the terrifying Jinji. Boom, boom, boom. The originally pitch-black buildings of the holy land of Mariewa instantly collapsed. The 5 elders' sanctuary, which was completely intact, collapsed in an instant. The entire holy land of Mariewa, in a blink of an eye, became a ruin. The strongest earthquake in history, brutal Mariewa holy land, brutal red line. Extremely terrifying. Bottomless cracks appeared directly in the holy land of Mariewa. The extremely huge holy land of Mariewa city instantly turned into complete ruins. Countless buildings directly collapsed and fell into the terrifying cracks. Each crisscrossing crack, not broken open. The crust even keeps rising. Boom, boom, boom. Terrible earthquake still in the same place. Those who were just fortunate enough to be saved by the 5 elders. Those who took the world's nobles as the 537 of the heavenly dragons at this moment once again fell into despair. They wanted to escape, frantically running through every crack. But it was no use. Death. Each giant piece of the body was split open. Huge and solid. It sinks, it rises, it leans, it leans. The entire holy land of Mariewa was completely shattered. Countless heavenly dragons lost their lives on the land of Zhenqi. The Great Terror earthquake completely buried those who toyed with human lives and loved to collect slaves. The heavenly dragons. Help me. In the holy land of Mariewa, the terrible earthquake still persists in the same place. Each and every one of the extremely miserable heavenly dragons were begging for mercy. They pushed the slave beside them into the crack, trying to answer Takahito's request and escape from the crack to disturb him, but they couldn't. Huge chunks of rubble came crashing down. A miserable scream instantly erupted, and several extremely cruel heavenly dragons were directly smashed to death on the spot. No, no, no. Quickly save me. I am the world's noble. You can't treat me like this. You bunch of despicable slaves, hateful. All of you go die. Only I, the world's noble, have the right to continue living. There were crazy celestial dragons screaming loudly, wanting to keep Zhenqi alive in the terrifying atmosphere. Maybe. Crack. Suddenly a bottomless abyss-like terrifying crack appeared under his feet, instantly swallowing him up. Die tragically on the ground with internal injuries. Damn Whitebeard. Despicable human. Despicable low-level creature Whitebeard. How dare he cause an earthquake AAA. Among the celestial dragons, there are also people who know that all of these things were sent by Whitebeard. Even though he has come to this point, death is near, he is still high and mighty. Calling humans, despicable humans, lowly creatures, humans. Whitebeard, why don't you go die? Inside the dragon man, there are many swearing. Squeak, squeak. Just as their voices had yet to completely fall, deep, bottomless cracks immediately appeared under the dragon's feet. Terrifying earth core flames instantly rushed out, engulfing all of these numerous heavenly dragons into the earth core flames. Great earthquake. Often accompanied by more fear of natural disasters. Boom, boom, boom. Each streak of earth core flame, terrifying high-temperature flame, crimson life-harvesting flame, directly engulfed all the heavenly dragons and humans in it. Burn. No, no, no. We don't want to die. Caught in the flames of the heavenly dragons, each and every one of them screamed miserably. However, their miserable screams had not yet completely escaped before their bodies were burned to ashes and dregs. Their miserable screams also stopped. This many heavenly dragons all died tragically. There was not even a bit of resistance. The whole body was burned to ashes, burned out. Damn Whitebeard. Damn it. Take advantage of the moment we kill the Holy Land. Trigger an earthquake and destroy the Holy Land of Mariewa. Kill Whitebeard. So hateful. Damn it. If we were to sit on the Holy City, we could completely use national treasures to suppress earthquakes. Damn Whitebeard. The 5 elders just used terrifying speed, violently rushing to the Holy Land, wanting to destroy Whitebeard. Using the most powerful state, using the most terrifying means, using lightning speed, destroying Whitebeard. Use this to threaten the world. Who knows? The 5 of them. Just before they rushed out from the Holy Land of Mariewa, the terrifying earthquake swept away the entire red line, instantly destroying the entire Holy Land of Mariewa. Basically not giving the 5 elders a chance to react. This is a slap in the face. Naked face. On the spot hit the 5 elders' face. They declared a second ago that they wanted to destroy Whitebeard, but in the end, they turned around a few seconds later and were destroyed by Whitebeard, who destroyed the entire Holy City 4 and Mariewa City, killing countless celestial dragons. Completely destroy this building called the Holy City. Damn Whitebeard. The five elders roared endlessly. That is, no matter how much the five elders roared, it had no effect at all. The holy land of Mariewa was completely destroyed, countless earth crusts tilted. Countless buildings were swallowed by the cracks inside, terrifying earth core fire burned down the entire holy land of Mariewa. The world of nobles, celestial dragons, buried Jinji in it. At this moment, the world was shaken again. Oh my god! The holy land of Mariewa is destroyed. Too terrible. We are below the sea surface and can also clearly feel it. That kind of terrible earthquake feeling. This has surpassed the strongest earthquake within the great natural disaster. To what extent has Whitebeard finally developed the earthquake fruits ability? The world shook. At the moment when the five elders forcefully attacked and used thunderous tactics to suppress Enel, they declared that they wanted to destroy Whitebeard. Whitebeard is determined to take action. One move. Destroy the holy land of Mariewa. Shock the world. The force of the earthquake, how terrible it is, how intense it is. This is afraid it will become a thing that the whole world is afraid of. Too terrifying. From the distant red line, precisely transmitted shockwave 18 force, destroying the holy land of Mariewa. Listen, on the holy land of Mariewa, the nobles of the celestial dragon human world who were finally protected by the five elders, this time, they are all completely dead. The entire holy city of Mariewa, a ruin, everywhere there are cracks, huge chunks of earth crust, leaning, lifting, the entire stratum is cracked. Look. That terrifying sea of fire is rising, engulfing the entire ruins of the holy land of Mariewa. The earthquake is accompanied by a torrent of earth core flames. It's too terrifying. Earthquake. Like a volcano erupting, a terrible earthquake. Tear the entire crust. The entire city was torn apart. The holy land of Mariewa was destroyed, shattered, and burned to the ground. Shocking in the world. Whitebeard's attack was too strong, not even giving the five elders a chance to react, causing the entire city, the holy land of Mariewa, to collapse. Looking back now, even if the five elders' world government wins this great war, in the end, there is still no way to restore the holy land of Mariewa. Cool. The world became admiring. And so many people felt comfortable. Whitebeard's move this time is really too cool. Killed who knows how many world nobles. Those world nobles, damn it. Whitebeard is too wise and powerful. Looking at the red line posting up to the flames of war, thinking of the nobles of the 10,000 evil origin world, each and every one of them died on the Jinji land. Already felt extremely comfortable. Countless people sighed, killing the world's nobles and on such a large scale, even destroying the world's holy land together. This kind of feeling really shouldn't be too refreshing. Whitebeard, forever Whitebeard. A man who can destroy the holy land of Mariewa in one fell swoop. I'm afraid that in this world, other than Whitebeard, there is no one else. So what if the five elders win in the end? Ha ha ha. In the end, it's not like there's no place left. Likewise, not only the world understands this point. The five elders who roared in anger also understood this point. So, they became more and more indignant. Each one holds endless anger. Must tell Whitebeard to kill him. Whitebeard, prepare to welcome us with endless anger. Edward Newgate must surely die. Kill, kill, kill. The entire Whitebeard pirates, all of them, must die. The five elders never turned back to look at the chaotic situation of the holy land of Mariewa again. The five of them once again headed towards the direction of the Whitebeard pirates and charged away. Boom, boom, boom. Just then, the intense shaking suddenly ended. A giant object, with a loud rumble, domineeringly descended. Whitebeard, Edward Newgate. Just as he was about to dash towards the five elders at a terrifying speed, his path was blocked by the harmony of all things. The five elders were so angry that they laughed. That kind of endless anger naturally arose. Even the air was shocked. Each eye widened, staring at the harmonious universe above. There, Whitebeard stood proudly. Truong Fong danced the white coat on Whitebeard's body. Truong Fong shook. The coat fluttered. One person. One knife. Like an angel descending. Extremely powerful hockey. As heroic as a dragon. Five elders. Are you all well? Whitebeard stood high above the harmony of all things, his aura like a rainbow. Domineering and boundless, terrifying and peerless, like the emperor of the world, looking down at the 5 people who controlled the world's 187 peaks of power, the 5 elders. Whitebeard lowered his head and laughed loudly. Kula la la la, 5 elders, you guys, still haven't gone to the grave yet. Really? Made this old man wait for a long time. There was a time when the 5 of them, who controlled the world's pinnacle of power, the mighty 5 elders, were looked down upon by the high and mighty. Like an angel looking down on all living beings. It's like the emperor looks down on the traitor. That kind of feeling. For the 5 elders, it is definitely an insult. Extremely humiliating. Whitebeard. You're too arrogant. Edward. Newgate, you are really arrogant. Originally, Whitebeard was their face, shattering the holy land of Mariewa, following. And using a domineering manner to come out, standing on the deck of the ship that was so high and harmonious, looking down on them. This is definitely a huge humiliation for the 5 elders who have always enjoyed being high and mighty and playing with power. Never before has there been such humiliation. This made the 5 elders instantly reveal themselves. The 5 people, as if they had suffered unprecedented humiliation, simultaneously turned purple with anger. Edward. Newgate. Today I will definitely kill you. Kill, kill, kill. The first time, the 5 elders thought of killing someone like this, their thoughts of killing someone, for many years had not been so strong. Whitebeard. Edward. Newgate. This name, these words, made Ngulao Tin angry. This moment. The world was boiling, the whole world poured down its gaze, everyone's gaze. We're all attracted to the red line, before the holy land of Mariewa. Boom, boom, boom. Terrifying tremors continuously swept through the holy land of Mariewa, destroying the already ruined holy land of Mariewa to its limits. This kind of terrifying level of shock seemed to want the entire holy land of Mariewa city completely overturned, completely destroyed, complete burial. Like eradicating original sin. Mariewa is the origin of all crimes, all evil. The world of power is at its peak, urging the birth of worms. The so-called justice of the world government has long been thoroughly corroded. On the contrary, it is already rotten and unbearable, so it is better to completely beat him to a pulp. This is also Whitebeard's attitude. Boom, boom, boom. The immense harmony of all things, horizontally across the sky, at extreme speed, on the red line, left behind a terrifying red dust. Towards the direction of the holy land of Mariewa, rampaging. Wow, wow, wow. 5 terrifying sounds appeared almost at the same time, blocking out the vast harmony of all things. Edward. Newgate. Today, I will kill you and the holy land of Mariewa before you. Take your blood and sacrifice it to the entire holy city of Mariewa. Take the heads of all the Whitebeard pirates and sacrifice them to the sinking holy land of Mariewa city. Kill. Kill. 5 terrifying figures actively attacked. With a speed that was impossible to see with the naked eye, they rushed towards the deck and killed. That terrifying figure, like 5 demonic dragons, wherever it passed, even the air cracked. Murderous aura. Heaven-shaking strength, completely displayed, the 5 elders are definitely not simple people. Well done. Whitebeard laughed loudly, his body like a god or demon. 2 fists suddenly struck out, terrifying vibrations, rolling the heavens and earth, like 2 wind and fire wheels, striking straight out. You all retreat. I alone am enough to kill them all. At the same time, Whitebeard laughed heartily. Squeak, squeak. The air instantly shattered. Countless air in the battle swirled back, forming a terrifying storm. Whitebeard easily avoided the 5 elders' attack. His 2 fists carried a storm, constantly alternating between them, pushing out horizontally, forcing the 5 elders back. Dong dong dong. Whitebeard stomped his feet. The heavens and earth shook. His body shook, like a divine and demonic bow. His 2 fists were like arrows, directly bombarding out. Mr. The 5 elders almost all advanced and retreated at the same time, but this time the 5 of them did not choose to dodge, but instead resisted Whitebeard's 2 punches. Boom, boom, boom. Terrifying explosion. The 2 sides collided and instantly exploded, like a series of thunderclaps, violent sound, shocking eardrums and pain. In the blink of an eye, the air exploded and shattered, creating terrifying storms. Wow, wow. 5 elders of the 5 spirits each had a ray of starlight shoot out from their eyes. After resisting Whitebeard's 2 punches, the 5 of them directly fell backwards. Terrifying figure. The speed of the reverse turn was like lightning, directly from the tall and harmonious deck, flew out. Return. Whitebeard has not encountered such a powerful enemy for a long time. He has not fought with all his might for a long time. Long time no see that kind of bloody, punch-to-punch fight. It really makes people nostalgic. Sir. Whitebeard's huge body did not affect his speed in the slightest. Almost as fast as lightning, he attacked without time to cover his ears. Whitebeard chases and kills Redline advance. This side of the land was dyed crimson, as if countless fresh blood was flowing backwards on the mud of the continent. Murderous aura. This is Redline. Rumor has it that the history of the kingdom was wiped clean of blood. The destruction of the holy city of Mariewa cannot be endured. Blood red like the mainland advance. Boom, boom, boom. The 2 sides fought again. The battle is so fast it's blinding. Terrifying figures flew out one by one. At this moment, the 5 elders revealed an unprecedented terrifying fighting power. Each of them, Star King Zhao, one, not even an admiral of the Navy headquarters. Grandfather. The hand holding the first great demon cut the 5 elders, a sword slashed out. Terrifying slash, long to several thousand meters distance, even the air was cut apart. Not only that, the red soil also cracked because of it. Even according to the 5 elders, Star took the first great ghost to cut out his sword. Countless loud bangs suddenly rang out, only to see the red line violently exploded out, each streak of brilliant and beautiful smoke and fire. Just a slash ah. Whitebeard roared. His whole body was on fire as his voice fell. An infinitely tyrannical blade suddenly appeared, welcoming the first great demon slash, and peerlessly tyrannical blade slashed out swordsmanship. I am also standing at the pinnacle of the world. Don't forget. I am Whitebeard. Terrifying slash, instantly slashed together. Chaochu retired. Countless slash fragments exploded in all directions. The terrifying slashes created a series of ferocious and terrifying storms that simultaneously swept out. In an instant, the entire red line exploded into countless crimson mud, letting the blood flow freely. Countless rocks and soil exploded out. Red dust filled the sky. Red, red, red. The terrifying battle will not end with a single slash. The sky is filled with attacks. All at once they will attack Whitebeard. Whitebeard's 2 fists, Kaiti and Tichdia, were fearless of everything. They attacked one after another, bringing the 5 elders together, sending dust flying into the sky and blood mist billowing. Science troops arrive. Indeed. Right now, from the ruins of the holy land of Mariewa, giant figures rushed out, their auras filled with ferocity. Really evil army. Kill. 250. In the vast harmony of the universe, with Marco as the leader, many squad leaders at this moment also simultaneously attacked. Boom, boom, boom. The battle between the 2 sides was continuously dragging on, continuously exploding, continuously suppressing, but there was no reaction at all. Close, close, close. Not only that, from the devastated ruins of the holy land of Mariewa, once again rushed out one after another powerful and invincible army, filled with murderous intent. World government under the army flag. Don't think about it. In such a terrifying and fierce shockwave, in the holy land of Mariewa, this army was still alive. Squeak, squeak. One by one, cute robots appeared at the same time. For the moment, like a flood, head towards the Whitebeard pirates. The world government displayed terrifying energy, far beyond the perception of ordinary people. Even after the holy land of Mariewa was completely destroyed, there was still such a powerful force. This side is the government world. Boom, boom, boom. Terrible violence, terrible fighting is going on. Heaven and earth shaked. On the red line, countless dense cracks appeared. Dong, dong, dong. The more Whitebeard fought, the more excited he became. A battle maniac, that's what Whitebeard was like. Time flies. Go through 5 days. 5 days and 5 nights. The battle between Whitebeard and the 5 elders lasted for about 5 days and 5 nights, and it was still going on. The entire Whitebeard pirates and the world government army, science army, are constantly fighting. Boom, boom, boom. Deep underground, there is a void sound coming out. Squeak, squeak. Each of the grown Xiang-Ru evil spirits rushed out from the cracks in the earth's crust. They all are loyal to the world government dead. Loyalty level, far beyond anyone. Whitebeard. You lose without a doubt. This battle, it was destined from the start. Only we can win. The 5 elders are roaring. 5 days and 5 nights of fighting. It's still a bit unbearable. La 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 la. Come, come, come. Let's fight until dawn. Whitebeard became more and more excited, more and more courageous. His whole body was like an ultimate god and demon. Terrifying beyond measure. The fight continues in the same place. World shock. Countless people became concerned about the battle in the following 5 days and 5 nights. Still in the same place, the terrifyingly passionate battle, countless fresh blood flowed down, once again dyeing the already crimson Karenai land red. Boom, boom, boom. The entire red line. Cracks continuously appeared, bottomless, boundless horror. This is the result of Whitebeard's shockwaves and destructive force. Thick smoke rushed out towards the crack inside. Kill Whitebeard. The 5 elders once again joined hands and moved at the same time. They hold hands and come. Erupted with the strongest attack, just to kill Whitebeard. No use. Your era. The era where you ruled the world, no longer exists. Whitebeard's great reunion. The 2 fists were like gods and demons, continuously changing the terrifying divine hammer. Almost in the blink of an eye, sent the 5 elders flying. No way. The 5 elders were all slightly terrified. They, after 5 days and 5 nights of fighting with Whitebeard, this is the first time Whitebeard has hit 5 people at the same time. Unbelievable. The extraordinary feeling made the 5 elders feel unbelievable. Crack. The 5 figures were sent flying, hitting the red line, creating 5 terrifying streaks of dust. The sky was filled with such a violent explosion that it was destroyed. Explosions. One after another. Final. The 5 elders of the 5 elements simultaneously fell into that terrifying bottomless crack. 5 streaks of dust exploded. You'll die if you underestimate your enemy like that? Whitebeard laughed loudly. His laughter shook heaven and earth and transmitted to the ground. This is intentional. We maybe won't die so easily. We will completely destroy you in this land. 5 elders of the 5 elements, all at once, rushed out from the abyss. Their bodies were covered in blood. Crimson red blood, pungent nosebleed. The 5 elders have never encountered such great trouble in so many years, the 5 of them, standing at the pinnacle of the world. Controlling the world's pinnacle of power, all of them were seriously injured and bleeding. Shocking. Whitebeard and the 5 elders' battle was at its peak. The terrifying battle fluctuations caused the red line to continuously shatter, continuously creating huge amounts of red soil, falling from above, hitting the sea, stirring up waves that filled the sky. Horrible scene, horrible battle, still in the same place. The world was in an uproar, the whole world was in an uproar, countless people were stunned. Countless people became admiring, countless people became admiring. Too horrible. The 5 elders are invincible and powerful, suppressing the Thunder Fruit ability user in an extremely short period of time. Originally thought that Whitebeard would also have the same result unexpectedly. After fighting for 5 days and 5 nights, the battle still dragged on in the same place. The world government has a deep background. The strength of the 5 elders is unfathomable. Too terrifying. The world was shocked. The fighting continued in the same place. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. That terrifying battle sound, still brutal in the same place. As if coming from the sky, shaking the 4 seas, shocking the entire world. Like thunder in the air. Concede countless people as fear. Boom. The red line kept collapsing. And huge chunks of red soil kept falling from above and into the sea. Below on the sea surface, stirring up countless waves. The world was shocked. What a terrible battle this is. Again. Even the red line collapsed. Too horrible. The battle continued in the same place. Time flew by. Another 5 days and 5 nights passed. The battle lasted 10 days and 10 nights. Too horrible. There is no winner yet? The 5 elders and Whitebeard, both sides are top-notch existences in this world, terrifying, powerful figures. How long will it take for them to fight before a winner is determined? The world was shaken, the world was shaken. The great horror battle, still in the same place, continued. 10 days and 10 nights. What is this concept? I really didn't expect that this kind of terrifying level of battle could last for 10 days and 10 nights. Can the 5 elders and the others still continue to resist? Whitebeard is too strong, taking on 5 enemies at once, and yet he is not weakened at all. Awesomely powerful. Countless pirates became impressed, trembled, and became agitated. Red line above. Boom, boom, boom. The sky was filled with red dust, continuously exploding and rising. The entire sky was filled with terrifying dust. The red dust was stained with blood, becoming even darker, carrying with it a pungent, bloody smell. Murderous aura. Concession shuddered. Whitebeard, die. The 5 elders screamed. They were gradually losing. Wanna kill me? Then just ride your horse over here. Whitebeard was majestic. His voice shook the clouds. Extremely domineering, filled with boundless energy, allowing him to tear apart the sky with his power. The ultimate god and devil. Extremely terrifying. Be careful or I'll kill you all. Tear. Piece by piece the air was torn apart by Whitebeard. Countless spatial cracks appeared, densely packed with void fragments, constantly destroying. These fragments possess the ability to penetrate everything, tear and destroy everything. Whatever was hit by the fragments, no matter what, was completely torn apart and turned into nothingness. Boom. Countless fragments formed a storm, like a long row of chaotic dances, as if each chain horizontally pulled the heavens and earth, chasing after the 5 elders and lashing out. This is Whitebeard using the vibration of the shock force to unleash the most terrifying move, shattering the void, using the cracks in the void to create fragments, forming terrifying chains that cut across the heavens and earth. Wherever the fragments of the void chains passed, a spatial rift was torn apart. Just by being locked in place. The air distorts and deforms, the void cracks, extremely terrifying. Thump 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 boom. The heavily injured 5 elders dodged and retreated again and again. But there was no way to continue dodging. In the end, the 5 elders were all sent flying. Horrifying fresh blood instantly flew out from the 5 people on the table. Their physical bodies, locked in place, had a terrifying crack. Flesh torn. The tear cannot be closed. Fresh blood turns into burnt black color. This is even the cells are broken. Blood and flesh everywhere. Absolutely horrible. No, 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 no. 5 elders of the 5 stars were simultaneously pulled out by Whitebeard, their exhausted bodies screaming in extreme pain. They encountered unprecedentedly serious injuries, unprecedentedly terrifying injuries. A wave of death danger instantly enveloped the heads of the 5 elders. No! We can't possibly, full money, die. The one who wants to kill someone is you, Whitebeard. Impossible. The 5 elders flew backwards, each of them forcibly raising their physical bodies to avoid Whitebeard's pursuit. Wow! Terrifying chains, without any hesitation, swept across heaven and earth, chasing after the 5 elders. A space rift was broken. This is horrible. Wanna run away? Too late. Today, I will kill all of you. Whitebeard held terrifying pieces of void in his hands, forming chains, domineeringly pulling the heavens and earth apart, continuing to chase and kill the 5 elders. Must kill the 5 elders. Dong dong dong. Just then, suddenly, huge figures rushed out from the ruins of the holy city of Mariewa. These figures, each over 20 m. Giant clan. The atmosphere was majestic, layer upon layer, about 100 of them. They moved their feet in unison, running, causing the entire red line to tremble, like a terrifying earthquake, continuously emitting loud rumbling sounds. Ha ha ha. Success. Human giant transformation. The devil is truly powerful. He will definitely succeed. Whitebeard, you will definitely die today. The most perfect, unblemished Deadpool. Too perfect. Can take all the army of the era, can take all the subordinates of the era. The 5 elders, who were struggling to bear it, simultaneously started cheering. At this moment, they finally once again controlled the main point of view of the battlefield. Estimated to be over 100 giant human-type terrifying warriors, these all came from Vegapunk's hands. Since many years ago, the huge Vega 590 had been flattering the world government's 5 elders' orders and passively researching these things. These things were originally in Caesar's hands through prolonged research. Today, again with the complete finished product appearance, appeared in the ruins of the Holy Land of Mariewa. Appeared on the red line to advance. It is the world government. It is the 5 elders that fight. These hundreds of giants are all Deadpool-like. Each one's combat power is absolutely not inferior to the Navy headquarters Lieutenant Admiral's ability. Only more and nothing less. Whitebeard Pirates crew members go into battle. Whitebeard was not surprised at all. The appearance of these giants of the Deadpool clan was already within Whitebeard's expectations. Although Whitebeard didn't think that it would be a giant human race, but he knew, the entire Whitebeard pirate crew also knew, the world government couldn't possibly have such a small background. During the battle, the 5 elders would definitely join forces halfway, disrupting the battle situation. Boom, boom, boom. Marco is the first team leader to be dispatched. Shiki the lion is the leader of the team, all at once. Sand, crocodile group of strong people, just like that, all moved out at the same time. Gecko Moria led his zombie army, with Zombie Kadu as their leader, and they all mobilized. Whitebeard pirates, all out. Layer upon layer, thousands of troops and horses, the momentum shook the heavens and earth. Extremely majestic. The battle once again welcomes change. The battle rages on again. Extreme crisis. Boom, boom, boom. On the red line, a fierce battle continuously broke out. Countless dust flew, terrifying dust, stirring up the sky. Fresh blood and crimson soil blend together. Loud explosions kept ringing. Over 100 giants of the same terrifying fighting power, almost using lightning-fast methods, quickly engulfing the Whitebeard pirates. Whitebeard pirates, all members, come out and fight. Terrifying battle, the heavens and earth are in disarray. The red line is collapsing continuously. Countless huge pieces of land from the red line fell into the vast ocean, stirring up countless waves. What a terrifying battle. What kind of force joined in the end? Why did the battle last for 10 days and 10 nights, and then once again erupt like a flood with such terrifying momentum? The Whitebeard pirates and the world government, CAD, fight a terrifying battle. Completely exploded? The world was shocked. Countless people were shaken. This. After 10 days and 10 nights of fighting, a terrifying climax was welcomed. Wow, wow, wow. Countless red soil collapsed. Countless huge pieces of land collapsed from the red line. Boom, boom, boom. Terrifying battle sounds, shaking heaven and earth, echoing within heaven and earth, truly terrifying. The battle rages on, still in the same place. Over 100 giants of the same powerful Deadpool, just like over 100 Navy headquarters lieutenant generals, his strength is overwhelming, extremely powerful. Even the Whitebeard pirates had a hard time winning. World government briefly occupies the upper hand. Kill. At this time, another force suddenly appeared on the red line, joining the Whitebeard pirates on the side, attacking the hundreds of giants under the world government like Deadpool. Revolutionary Army. At this moment, the world was shocked. The news of the Revolutionary Army joining the battle spread. The world was shocked. Originally, the world thought that the Revolutionary Army would take this opportunity to launch an uprising and counterattack the world government's federal kingdom and would not kill the holy land of Mariewa. Who knows? All seem not Taichi type. The Revolutionary Army, under the leadership of Monkey D. Dragon, killed their way to the Red Line, killed their way to the ruined city of Mariewa. Boom, boom, boom. Long showed terrifying ability, single-handedly fighting several giants like Deadpool. What a great power. Edward. Newgate, that day's agreement, now our Revolutionary Army. Come to carry it out. Long said only one sentence. Has expressed all the meaning. At first, Sir Crocodile used his male body to challenge Whitebeard, and was almost killed by Whitebeard. Finally, King Okama took action, used his adrenal hormones to save Sir Crocodile, and returned Sir Crocodile's female body. That day, Whitebeard and the dragon reached an agreement that no one knew about. Now, Dragon took action to fulfill his promise. The Battle of Change. The giant race's terrifying combat power joins the battlefield, changing the tide of battle. Now, Long led the Revolutionary Army, once again entering the battlefield, once again changing the battle situation, continuously causing earth-shattering changes, shocking everyone. This battle is again comfortable up and down, let people's blood flow, jump into a battle. This caused the 5 elders to fall into despair once again. The 5 of them roared once again, exhausted their inner strength once again, and fell into madness once again. Boom, boom, boom. The Revolutionary Army joined later. The battle became more intense. The battle was terrifying. Shaking the heavens and earth, the red line was continuously broken, dense and intertwined like cracks. Terrifying cracks continuously appeared, continuously spread, continuously shook, bottomless. Terrifyingly endless. The entire continent was shaking and shaking, constantly shaking. Countless cracks spread, countless pieces of debris flew. The red line continuously collapsed. Countless red soil fell into the sea. Whitebeard, don't forget, we can still fight again. The 5 elders were constantly being chased by Whitebeard and had long since completely roared in anger, exhausted from their inner turmoil. Boom, boom, boom. Right at the moment when the battle was constantly fierce, constantly rising, constantly exploding, in the ruins of that holy land of Mariewa, several figures once again rushed out. 6 paths. The terrifying 6-path figure rushed out, carrying with it a sky full of anger and murderous intent. Rushing out of the ruins of the holy land of Mariewa, charging into the battlefield. Oh my god! The battlefield hand, people because of that shocked shout. The great Buddha form is truly powerful. Oh my god! Everyone shout. After Sengoku's death, the great Buddha's ability user, who had once appeared as a living humanoid weapon, was once again killed by Whitebeard on the battlefield of the Germa Kingdom. Don't think about it. Now it appears again. This is so amazing. True and Twin Fruit is a real ability user. Someone shouted again. Unexpectedly, even the ability of the True Line Fruit also appeared again. Countless white lines, cutting the sky and earth, dividing the battlefield. Overwhelming strength. Zoan-type Fierce Elephant is truly an ability user. It turns out that one of the 3 great beast pirates, Jack the Drought, had once been cut down by Whitebeard on the battlefield of the Germa Kingdom. Now, he has appeared again. People are constantly moving. Is it the world government that really controls the world's key blood vessels? They can actually regenerate the ability user. Tremendous. Fear. Devil Fruit ability user. Logia system. Lightning Fruit ability. Everyone shout. This is a Logia-type Lightning Fruit ability user, former Navy Headquarters Admiral Kizaru Borsellino, once a top character. Died under Whitebeard's domineering blade, never thought that at this time, he would appear again. As soon as the Lightning Fruit's ability was released, the battlefield was completely boiling. This is the Logia system Devil's true power. This is the ability of Navy Headquarters General Borsellino. What does this mean? Meaning, the world government controls the recreation of demons with real scientific and technological capabilities. Boom, boom, boom. Suddenly, lava fell from the sky. Terrifying lava. Boiling and surging, emitting extremely pungent sulfur gas, covering the sky and earth. Endless panic. Oh my god. Logia system Lava Fruit's ability. On the battlefield. There are constant fluctuations. This is simply heartless. The sky was filled with lava, pouring down, covering the sky and earth, terrifying without end. Unexpectedly, even the so-called strongest marine Akainu, Sakazuki's ability, was once again reproduced in the world. Boom. But at this moment, in the sky above, meteorites suddenly appeared. Gravity is really powerful. The original Marine Headquarters Admiral, Fujitora Isho's power. The sky was filled with lava. The sky was filled with meteors pouring down, covering the entire battlefield. This was the terrifying rhythm of wanting to destroy everything. Don't dream of getting what you want. Marco is the leader of many of the Whitebeard pirates' top experts, all moving at once, charging into the sky, displaying terrifying power, shattering that lava, that meteorite, all. The strongest members of the Whitebeard pirates were all at the mercy of Whitebeard before the battle. Almost all squad leaders, whether squad leader or not, have their strength greatly increased. The entire Whitebeard pirates' peak combat power has been greatly increased, just like Flower Sword Vista, after receiving the Whitebeard's true inheritance's guidance. Their entire strength is constantly striving to improve. Now displayed, terrifying champion. Maybe the ability of the Line Fruit, the ability of the Fierce Elephant Fruit, the ability of the Great Buddha Form Fruit, the ability of the Gravity Fruit, the ability of the Lightning Fruit, the ability of the Lava Fruit, the terrifying 6-path figure. After releasing the first round of attacks, simultaneously launched a surprise attack on Whitebeard. They don't care about the battlefield at all. They had only one order: kill Whitebeard. Kill Edward. Newgate. Good, good, good. The 5 elders of the 5 stars let out long screams, their laughter shaking the heavens and earth, their hearts filled with joy. And the 6 figures almost simultaneously, together, attacked Whitebeard. 6 extremely powerful ability users, plus the 5 elders of the 5 stars, about 11 people, simultaneously launched a surprise attack towards Whitebeard. 11 people. 11 terrifying experts simultaneously attacked Whitebeard. Impossible. Father. Marco and the others were shocked and pale. They wanted to turn around and go help Whitebeard. Maybe. Their opponents are no less similar. Moreover, there were about 100 people. And when divided up, it was almost 2 people competing against 1 squad leader. Like Marco, this kind of powerful team leader, there are even 5 giant dead pools coming to surround and kill. This is absolutely about numbers advantage. Even though the Revolutionary Army joined, it still never slowed down the pressure of no, no, no. Marco waited for the captain's turn with good intentions but no power. Can only rely on Whitebeard alone, facing 11 people. Don't worry. I alone am enough to kill them all. Whitebeard opened his mouth and clenched his fists. His 2 fists were as powerful as the autumn wind, sweeping away all the fallen leaves, sweeping away all enemies. Retirement. Yellow laser. From the flash fruit ability user's body, violently shot out, rapidly shooting towards Whitebeard. Wow! The crimson lava was boiling and rolling like a volcano erupting. And each wave rolled towards Whitebeard. 3. Pale yellow shockwave, accompanied by terrifying punches, struck towards Whitebeard. Stab. An extremely terrifying and huge fierce elephant, with a ferocious aura, charged towards Whitebeard. Boom. White thin strings, white wave texture, rolling towards Whitebeard. Boom, boom, boom. Gravity guided the terrifying meteorite. Burning with flames, extremely terrifying, falling from the sky, slashing straight at Whitebeard's head. Squeak, squeak. The 5 elders, 5 people, carrying seriously injured bodies recklessly, killed towards Whitebeard. 11 terrifying figures, 11 Taoist attacks, fierce momentum, murderous intent, all killing towards Whitebeard. The knife is coming. Whitebeard let out a long roar. His domineering saber was more than 10 meters long, and his entire body was burning with crimson divine flames, appearing in Whitebeard's 2 hands. Swish. No one can match the slash. From the blade's stance, it cuts to death. Slash the vacuum. Divine flame parting heaven. Whitebeard slashed once, followed by 10 consecutive slashes. Slash after slash tore the sky. The whole day without clouds were all slashed, tearing the sky apart. The slash passed through the red ground of Een, cracked simultaneously, appearing one after another extremely terrifying trenches. The trenches were estimated to be more than 10 meters deep, 11 trenches like a deep abyss cracks, continuously spreading out with the slash. What a terrible situation. Thousands of meters long. This is the real big battle, the unprecedented terrifying big battle. Close, close, close. Whitebeard's blood boiled, his sword slashed out, his bravery invincible. The sky almost split open, the ground cracked beyond recognition. Countless crimson rocks and soil flew. This red line completely broken. The 5 elders joined forces with 6 truly powerful people, constantly attacking Whitebeard, and the battle continued to erupt. Both sides broke out in an unprecedented terrifying battle. Heaven and earth shake. Awesome champion. This is the world's only great battle. On the red line, along with the continuous battle, huge bottomless pits continuously exploded. One by one, the cracks appeared like a deep abyss. The entire red line block all appeared broken and collapsed traces, terrifying to the extreme. This is the world of ultimate fighting. This is standing still at the world's peak of battle. What a terrible battle. Red line wants to completely collapse. Oh my god. Unimaginable. How terrifying is that red line's terrifying battle? Want to completely destroy the red line? World shock 0. The whole world trembled. What kind of terrifying battle is this? Even the red line is going to be destroyed. Boom, boom, boom. Continuous loud explosions rang out. The sky and earth were filled with rocks flying. Huge chunks of red rocks and soil collapsed from above the red line, falling into the sea. This moment, the entire red line was shaking. Never stop shaking. constantly shaking. Red line was sunk. The world's people changed color. This was an unprecedented, terrifying battle. Endless red soil rolls down. Fall. Even the red line below began to collapse in large areas. Do you really want to sink the red line? The world looked up at the battle that was stretching in that direction, each and every one of them extremely terrified. What is this concept? Smash the red line. Too horrible. Whitebeard, truly invincible. That's scary. News has come. I've heard that Whitebeard alone is competing against the world government's 5 elders. Not only that, I received news. I heard Whitebeard alone competed against 11 to 8 peerless experts. Each one of them is an existence comparable to the level of a general. Lava fruit's ability, flash fruit's ability, gravity fruit's ability, thread fruit's ability, fierce elephant fruit's ability, great Buddha form fruit's ability, all were resurrected. Oh my god. Whitebeard alone. Those guys who are the team leaders. The world was shocked. Whitebeard alone, taking on 11. Too shocking. I can't believe this is real. That's right. This is real. Someone firmly said, the entire team leader was pulled back by the world government giant Deadpool. The world government wants to kill Whitebeard, destroy Whitebeard, to suppress this great riot. Shocking in the world. Countless people were shaken. That's scary. That's terrible. The battle continued in the same place and another 5 days passed. This terrible battle lasted for about half a month. 15 days and 15 nights. Too scary. Boom, boom, boom. This day, the red line that had endured for about half a month could no longer bear the burden and directly collapsed from the entrance to the new world. The entire red line block inside the location collapsed, fractured. The world was completely shocked. The world's top red line cut off the layer, sunk. Countless rocks and soil splashed into the sea, and the red line, block by block, sank down. Complete collapse, complete ruin. The sky and earth were filled with rocks falling into the sea, countless waves rolled. The momentum was overwhelming, earth-shattering. Everyone, get on board. Whitebeard's voice shook the heavens and earth. At the moment when the red line collapsed, the Whitebeard pirates of the 15th Fleet took the opportunity to escape from their enemies and charged forward in a huge battle. Harmony. The Revolutionary Army was also prepared. All kinds of boats were sent from Chi-Dang. More than half of the giant Deadpool died. All of them fell into the sea. Whitebeard also jumped up and harmoniously advanced. The terrible battle, in the midst of the chaos, reached a brief pause. Boom, boom, boom. Countless red rocks and soil fell into the sea. The red line from within cracked open, and the two sides continuously collapsed, continuously spreading. The ruins of the Holy Land of Mariehua, in the midst of collapse, completely fell into the sea. Red line, completely from inside position, broken. This is such a world-shaking event. It really clearly sunk the red line. Boom, boom, boom. The immense harmony of all things flew up to the sky, and all the Whitebeard Pirates members logged onto it. In this battle, the Whitebeard Pirates suffered many losses, but fortunately, there were no deaths. Most of them were seriously injured. Estimated half-month-long battle. This is absolutely unique, looking at the whole world, looking at all the pirates in history. Great battle. Great battle. One of a kind. Red line collapse. That's scary. Even the Whitebeard Pirates, a very powerful pirate crew, couldn't help but feel admiration. Before the eyes is a magnificent and extremely dangerous scene, making people's hearts extremely shaken. Red line collapse. Too shocking. Countless red rocks, still rolling in the same place, continuously falling from both sides of the cliff, stirring up waves that filled the sky. Shocking images. The world is also in shock. That's scary. Looking far away, the broken, sunken red line is broken. The world is shaken endlessly. Long time no calm. Whitebeard, the battle is not over yet. At this moment, the 5 elders, 5 people, struck another large spaceship from the rolling rocks in the sky, rushing out. Great battle, no end. Boom, boom, boom. Waves of terrifying energy fluctuations rapidly spread out from the direction of the 5 elders. They're on the spaceship. Have a sunflower. Blooming yellow light, like the sun shining halo shimmering sunflower. The yellow light emitted extremely terrifying energy fluctuations. The yellow light spread throughout the entire world, sweeping across the heavens and earth. It seemed that in this heaven and earth, there could only be this type of energy left. Heaven and earth are combined into gold. Heaven, ground, island. The ocean is vast. Everything was filled with terrifying yellow light. That huge sunflower, blooming with divine light, covered the sky and earth, covered the four seas, covered the vast ocean. This is divine power, sun power, world shock. Even countless people were trembling, unable to help but tremble, unable to help but kneel on the ground, facing the direction of the five elders, worshipping, kneeling, praying, not daring to have the slightest rebellious heart. Uranus. Whitebeard was shocked. He never imagined that one of the three great ancient weapons, Uranus, was actually a sunflower swaying in the heavens and earth, blooming with golden divine light. Just this one sunflower. The terrifying energy fluctuations that it exudes can flatten all the energy fluctuations of the 983 cloth is enough to represent everything. This can light up the world. Can also destroy the ancient world's top weapon. Uranus. In the legend of the sun god, Whitebeard's heart was shocked. After reading the original text, he knew what the four words Uranus represented, king of the gods. Father. What a terrifying energy fluctuation. The force of destruction and creation. Father, what should we do? The appearance of the heavenly king Uranus shocked the entire Whitebeard pirates. This kind of energy fluctuation was no longer something that mortals could resist. As expected of the ancient world's top weapon of destruction. No need to worry. Shock belonged to shock. After all, it was the first time seeing the real face of the heavenly king Uranus. After being shocked, Whitebeard calmed down. His entire body, the aura was still immense, layered upon layer. 5 elder stars, now, is no longer on the red line. Now is, advancing on the great sea. This great sea, let me be the Lord. The red line collapsed, forming 2 cliffs, countless rocks and soil, still in the same place, continued to collapse, falling into the sea, stirring up waves that filled the sky. In such a crowded atmosphere, the 5 elders of the 5 elements controlled the spaceship. On the spaceship, a sunflower with an extremely bright golden light circulated. It bloomed with a dazzling golden light, illuminating the heavens and earth. Combined with the color of the sea and sky, it dyed the sky into gold, and dyed the vast ocean into a golden glow. Oh my God! Is that Uranus? The world was shocked. Countless people became admiring, for the first time. The ancient weapon leader Uranus appeared for the first time, shaking the 4 seas. The heavenly king Uranus emitted a terrifying light. At a glance, one could feel its soft body shaking. Too terrifying. Don't dare look straight. Ancient weapons can destroy the world. And as the leader of the 3 ancient weapons, Uranus, he has unfathomable power. The world shook. The heavenly king Uranus appeared, illuminating the world. Golden light shone down, turning the world into a shining gold. The world did not dare to look straight. Like a god. Shine bright. But Whitebeard, still as calm and fearless, majestic and heroic, made heaven and earth tremble. This piece of ocean, from me Whitebeard to the Lord. 5 elders, your rule should end. Whitebeard's voice shook the vast ocean, spreading to all directions, overwhelming the endless rumbling sound of the collapsing red line. Edward Newgate, now you still have the strength to be so arrogant and conceited? The hand holding the great demon sword that cut the 5 elders, both hands where the bones were, was completely covered in blood. The 2 hands he held the knife. Both hands were dislocated, the skin and flesh were torn apart. This was during a high-intensity battle with Whitebeard. A fierce battle that lasted 15 days and 15 nights. Injuries. Half a month of intense fighting desperately, caused Ngu Lao Tin to lose all his physical strength. They still very, very far from Whitebeard's divine demon body. Whitebeard's body, buried with endless strength, like a perpetual motion machine, strength that never runs out. But the 5 elders were also unable to endure that kind of high-intensity battle. They had no choice but to use the heavenly king Uranus to reach the final battle. This is their final trump card. They are also the biggest supporter of Whitebeard. Using the Uranus heavenly king required consuming enough energy to make the 5 elders tremble and lose their ability to expend energy. Unless it was a last resort, they would absolutely not use this ancient weapon, the top Uranus heavenly king. Whitebeard, you are at the end of the world. It can end. The bald head 5 elders. At this moment the opportunity has already cracked, each branch split, causing the dark purple blood to harden, extremely ferocious and terrifying, to the end of the road. Still thinking about being reckless? Whitebeard, you are arrogant enough. In our hands, you can hold out for about half a month. Looking at the whole world, you are the first, and also the last. However, you still want to die. Whitebeard, are you ready to welcome death? The 5 elders of the 5 elements simultaneously held a bunch of blooming golden sunflowers in their hands, as if they were holding a trophy. As the golden light circulated, streams of terrifying amounts of light visible to the naked eye flowed from the elders of the 5 elements into the heavenly King Uranus. Activate! A deep voice came from the abyss. From the 5 people of the 5 elders, 100 mouths spoke in unison. Grandfather. Suddenly, Uranus blooms with terrifying, dazzling golden light. Golden light circulated as if vibrating, with the 5 elders as the center, surging in all directions, like holy light, like divine light. Divine, golden light rapidly transmitted. Boom! Suddenly in the sea, more and more corpses appeared, guided by golden light, towards the sea's surface, floating in midair. The body of the celestial dragon. That location happens to be the place where the ruins of the holy land of Meriewa fell. Countless celestial dragon corpses, each ancient heavenly dragon's corpse, facing the sea, was guided by strands of golden light, floating in midair. The fresh blood and energy in the corpse of the celestial dragon were sucked into the celestial King Uranus along with that golden light. The faces of the 5 elders suddenly became strange, and their bodies also became swollen. Fully activated. As if from the abyss came a voice, once again coming from the 5 elders. Low bass. When Lee is good, good. Like a dream, like an illusion. Both fake and real. Mr. Uranus golden light, extreme bloom. The ocean suddenly boiled. The sea surface suddenly stirred up waves of earth-shattering waves, rolling ping by, boundless. Wow, wow, wow. The seawater reversed, the water curtain shot up high. Make me hesitate. Whitebeard suddenly exerted strength with both hands. He wanted to see the results of the search by the Sky King Uranus. Boom. 2 extremely powerful and extremely fluctuating shock force, with Whitebeard's 2 hands as the center, swept towards the distant 5 elders' place. Extreme. Shattered space domain. The vibrating ability in the air vibrated out 2 shattered space domains. The power increased to the extreme, instantly forming 2 terrifying storms, moving towards the 5 elders' star. Terrifying shockwave force, rolling heaven and earth, can penetrate everything. Shatter everything. The air was shocked. Even the remaining power of the shockwave force was sent below the sea surface, shattering. The sky was filled with steam, and as the storm passed by, it formed 2 white mist trails. Dad. Maybe. The result was shocking. This kind of extremely terrifying level of shattered space domain directly shook the golden light of the heavenly King Uranus. Not even a slight vibration was born. Like, the power is on the cotton. Just a sudden 3 sounds. Complete the graceful form of Uranus, and he is not injured at all. The vibration of the shock force was completely ineffective against him. No use. Whitebeard. Any true demonic power will be restrained by the heavenly King Uranus. Any true demonic power will be useless against him. The 5 elders looked towards Whitebeard, each revealing 920 excited smiles. They ultimately control the battlefield of hegemonic power, can take the left and right battle. This feeling that he hadn't seen for a long time made Ngu Laotin extremely excited. Edward Newgate, stop struggling pointlessly. Your death date is today. All your struggles are in vain. Both hands were almost unable to hold the first great demon cutting the 5 elders, his face full of excitement and sarcasm. The battle lasted for about half a month, leaving the 5 elders exhausted and almost withered. Finally, right now, the red line collapses, Uranus appears. The 5 elders used the sacrifices of countless heavenly dragons and humans to obtain the energy needed by heavenly King Uranus, completely activating heavenly King Uranus. Using this to utilize heavenly King Uranus's power. Don't look at all the demons' real attack power. Just like the rules of controlling demons, can completely not see any real devil fruit attack ability. Golden light flowed, graceful figure, between heaven and earth. Only the light around the 5 elders' star remained, extremely bright, extremely dazzling. Let them see, as if with 5 gods, holding golden light, descending into life. No wonder the celestial dragon is called the descendant of the gods, because only the celestial dragon can activate the Uranus. As for the identity of the 5 elders, until now, no one knows. Controlling the world's pinnacle of power for a few years, allowing the celestial dragons to do whatever they want. The real purpose and true claws of the 5 elders are basically unknown to anyone. Whitebeard, obediently wait to die. The 5 elders finally revealed arrogant smiles. They could once again do whatever they wanted. Approximately 15 days and 15 nights, fighting with Whitebeard. Not a single moment from Whitebeard's hands to demand timely. They, from the very beginning of the battle, still at a disadvantage. Always being crushed by Whitebeard. Even though there were 5 of them, with an absolute advantage in numbers, they were still crushed by Whitebeard. Even after that, there were about 6 top experts who joined the battlefield. Joining forces with the 5 elders, about 11 people, fighting with Whitebeard for 5 days and 5 nights, but Whitebeard still had the upper hand, causing the 5 elders to suffer humiliation and pain, making them extremely frustrated. Finally, wait until now. Uranus appears for the first time. This suffocating estimated half-a-month-long endless frustration, endless anger, finally, all exploded. You guys, it must be so obvious. Whitebeard was not afraid of anything. Even though the shockwaves and the opponent holding the heavenly King Uranus, the 5 elders, were completely useless, Whitebeard still had enough powerful means to deal with the 5 elders. Shirahoshi. Right now. Whitebeard one sentence. Princess Shirahoshi leisurely walked out. The small face jumped, following Whitebeard for so long, finally. Being able to assist Whitebeard, fighting side by side with Whitebeard, this made little Shirahoshi feel she was finally useful. Follow. Princess Shirahoshi revealed a series of mysterious talismans, each talisman, perfect rhythm, a little dance, like a spirit, like a divine talisman. Wow. As Princess Shirahoshi's speed of sound increased, in the sea, in the endless ocean, in the endless deep sea, suddenly came terrifying sounds, huge undercurrent sounds. Thump thump. Following. All the extremely huge sea king species from the deep sea rushed out. 1 head. Top 10. 100 children. Thousands of children. 10,000 heads. 100,000 heads. Endless sea king type, gigantic body, from the endless rolling deep sea rushed over. This moment. Shocking in the world. This moment. Golden light shattered. This moment. The 5 elders were terrified and pale. Pink. Each excited cry of the Sea King spread throughout the 4 seas, shaking the heavens and earth, causing countless islands to tremble. The world is boiling. The whole world is in an uproar. Poseidon the Sea King. One of the 3 great ancient weapons. Sea King Poseidon. Oh my god. 2 great ancient weapons competing. The world was shocked. Countless people became admiring. Countless people were shocked because of that. Boo boo boo. From the deep sea roared loudly, constantly resounding. 5 elders. In your hands, in my eyes, there is nothing better than this. Whitebeard said arrogantly, one hand holding a long saber that was more than 10 meters long. Looking from afar towards the 5 elders' star, where the originally bright golden light suddenly shrank, the golden light on the sea surface, the entire sea shattered. 5 elders' star. This day next year will be your death anniversary. Two great ancient weapons duel at the peak. Millions of sea kings mobilized at once. Shocking. No one ever thought that Whitebeard would hide such a trump card, that extremely great image. That image that shocked the hearts of countless sea kings resonated. The world trembled. The world was slightly terrified. Poseidon the Sea King. The 5 elders were shocked. They never thought that Whitebeard would have the support of Sea King Poseidon. In this version of the ocean, the real lord is the Sea King who also commands countless sea kings, Poseidon. In their hands, the heavenly King Uranus, who said he could create the world, destroy the world, and could really destroy all the demonic powers, perhaps, in this vast ocean. He was not the real master. 3 great ancient weapons. Each type has its own characteristics. Each person has each person's advantages. Poseidon the Sea King's advantage is that he is invincible in the ocean, commanding tens of millions of sea kings, especially in the deep sea. The giant sea kings are the true rulers of the vast ocean. The sea surface was filled with huge waves. Countless sea kings followed Princess Shirahoshi's instructions and simultaneously swarmed towards the 5 elders. The 5 elders were shocked. Lead us to escape. The 5 elders of the 5 elements were all pressed down on that graceful sunflower, the golden light flowing. Could only cover the 5 of them, and could no longer cover the entire ocean. Above the ocean, the sky full of waves collided with each other, rolling, roaring, extremely terrifying. Hide is the 5 elders' best choice. Mr. Golden light circulated, blooming golden mist. The ancient weapon leader, the heavenly King Uranus, brought the 5 elders and 5 others, and ascended to the sky. They wanted to escape. Want to run away? How could Whitebeard ignore the 5 elders and their group? Pulling out weeds without removing the roots. The spring wind blows and it is reborn. The consequences are extremely serious. Whitebeard will definitely not allow it. Chase and kill. Whitebeard issued an order. The sound of the myriad harmonious phenomena resounded loudly, and he soared up, chasing after the fast-flying 5 elders. The immense harmony that covers the sky and all things, and also has an amazing extreme speed. The ability of MOMO fruit to activate, combined with the ability of few fruit, allows the harmony to have an extreme speed. At first, even if Enel used all his strength, he still could not catch up with Whitebeard's omnipotent harmony. One can imagine how exaggerated the speed of this Whitebeard pirate ship was. Using the heavenly King Uranus, the 5 elders were still chased and escaped by Whitebeard. Shocking in the world. The world became admiring. I didn't think it would end up like this. Even if the heavenly King Uranus was born, even if the 5 elders had unparalleled strength, in the end, they were still hunted down by Whitebeard. Fear. Whitebeard is so terrifyingly powerful. The 5 elders almost used suppression methods to instantly kill the Thunder Fruit ability user, but in the end, they were instead hung up and chased to death by Whitebeard. Shocking. The world was shocked. The 5 elders, using their last trump card, were still chased and beaten by Whitebeard. The heavenly King Uranus has yet to show his power. The top 3 ancient weapons cannot possibly have such a small ability. There is a hostage situation. Many people do not want to believe the King Uranus, so small and powerful. Even possessing the true power of a devil is not strong enough. With a true power user in front of him, he is invincible. Fresh Flower Bridge. There are also people who object being able to suppress the devil's true power. Isn't that powerful enough? Apparent. In the eyes of the world, it is almost possible to suppress most of the pirates in this world. No. Can be called an ancient weapon, can be called the existence of a heavenly king. How can it be so simple? Haven't you seen that heavenly King Uranus has accepted so many world noble bloodlines? Perhaps, heavenly King Uranus has not yet truly awakened. As someone said before, wake up. Everyone's heart suddenly shook. Awakening. The Devil Fruit ability user after awakening. The Paramecia-type Devil Fruit ability can also be comparable to the Logia-type Devil Fruit ability. What do the 2 words awakening represent? Countless people are exceptionally clear in their hearts. If this Uranus, who can destroy all demons and has yet to awaken, then what will he look like after he awakens? The 5 elders want to post the red line again. At this moment, the dazzling golden-eyed celestial King Uranus flew up to the 5 elders, flying towards the red line above the cliff. Their purpose is to go up the red line? What is it about the other side that makes them so stubborn? The team leader was surprised. They didn't expect that at this time, the 5 elders would still choose to fly onto the red line. 5 elders, you can't escape. Whitebeard's voice, like thunderclaps, fell from the rolling clouds, shaking the heavens and earth, shaking people's hearts beyond compare. Didn't you tell me to prepare to welcome death? Now, why do you want to escape? 5 elders. Are you all mentally prepared to welcome death? Whitebeard's voice shook the world, and the world was shocked by it. The 5 elders still ran away from the same place, without looking back. Whitebeard's strength was too strong, and once again, The flash fruit power users, rock fruit power users, and other powerful people were all killed by Whitebeard. Those hundreds of giants, similar to Deadpool, were exterminated. Whitebeard pirates showed no signs of backing down against the powerful. The revolutionaries retreated. This battle, which lasted for about half a month, was finally entering its final stages. The 5 elders ran away frantically. Reckless escape. The world government under the flag of all forces were destroyed, killed, 930 killed. Destroyed. In the whole world, news continuously spread. Each world's federal government kingdom, all surrendered. Almost all kingdoms declared surrender under the flag of Whitebeard pirates. Far. Almost in the entire world, east, south, west, north, the 4 seas, the first half of the Grand Line, the New World Grand Line, countless kingdoms, all surrendered under Whitebeard's flag. Whitebeard became the king without a throne. Rule the world. Dominate the world. Even without Whitebeard taking action, this world, countless islands, countless kingdoms, surrendered under Whitebeard's flag. Throughout the world, news continuously spread that countless kingdoms and islands had all become Whitebeard's forces. The new world of the 4 emperors no longer exists. Present. Pirate world, only one emperor left. The 4 seas call him Whitebeard, the emperor. The world honors you. World emperor. Emperor of the world. The world government officially dissolved, officially collapsed, officially collapsed. The world government that ruled for about several hundred years was completely destroyed by the Whitebeard pirates, completely overthrown by Whitebeard. The so-called rotten justice was also destroyed by Whitebeard. The era of world government domination is officially over. Just like the beginning. Sengoku challenged Whitebeard with that last sentence, this era, from Whitebeard's letter to write. Whitebeard completely wrote this era. This era is completely written as Whitebeard era. World government domination, completely over. In this era, there is only one peak, the other is Edward. Newgate, Whitebeard. Run, 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 run. 5 elders of the 5 elements, holding a huge sunflower in their hands, golden light swaying, bright and beautiful, rapidly flew up. Very fast. The 5 elders once again moved from the collapsed red line's broken place and returned to the red line to advance. You will not escape. Whitebeard's harmony of all things followed closely behind, flying very quickly, chasing and killing, covering the harmony of all things sky, casting a shadow. Covering the sky above the 5 elders, are you ready to welcome death? Boom, boom, boom. Terrifying firepower, pouring down towards the 5 elders. Whitebeard. What a waste of effort. The second time Uranus attacks, our defense is invincible. The 5 elders were all covered in blood, their clothes were torn, their white beards were dyed red. Either with fresh blood or with the crimson-red mud of the red line, each looking extremely miserable. They, already in the long half-month of fighting, exhausted. 3. As expected. Terrifying firepower, leaning towards the 5 elders, was immediately blocked by the golden light blooming from the heavenly King Uranus. Directly bring the firepower to bury and block. There is no way to break the Uranus's golden light defense. Ha ha ha. Say it. Whitebeard, stop thinking about breaking through our defenses. This is the heavenly King Uranus, wanting to harm us. This must be nonsense. Edward. Newgate, you did not kill us. Let it go. Edward. Newgate. Want to kill us, you are not qualified yet. The 5 elders saw that the heavenly King Uranus was blocking the firepower, and for a moment, they all revealed relieved smiles. They finally can be safe, right? Whitebeard still had a calm appearance. That kind of indifferent air was the confidence of a strong person. The demon's ability is indeed unable to attack you guys. The firepower is also blocked by the golden light, like that, if I use brute force. Boom. Whitebeard suddenly took action. Terrifying profound hockey armament instantly pierced Whitebeard's 2 fists. This time, Whitebeard only used the divine demon body's flesh power, the armament hockey strengthening power, and did not use the vibrational shock force again. Boom. One right to collapse. The sky and earth changed color, the wind and clouds swirled. Boom, boom, boom. 0.4. Whitebeard's body jumped from the harmony of all things, jumped down in the air and punched out. Fall directly on the 5 elders. Grandfather. Golden light bloomed in a flash, like a protective ring, protecting the 5 elders. Crack! Whitebeard's punch landed, causing the golden light to strike with a crisp sound. Golden light staggered and wanted to fall. It works! Uranus Sky King's armament hockey is effective. Hide! The 5 elders escaped again. Seized the opportunity, once again run away madly. Whitebeard stepped on all things in harmony, once again returning to the deck, knowing that the Heavenly King Uranus could use armament hockey to attack. All staff, prepare. Whitebeard's voice was hearty. 5 elders, you all, can die. Grandfather. The entire Whitebeard pirates, everyone, all gathered. Armament hockey instantly erupted from each powerful pirate. Whitebeard pirates' strongest combination skill, gathering armament hockey. Hockey armaments gathered together, shaking the heavens and earth, terrifying beyond measure. The entire vast harmony of all things was covered by powerful hockey armaments. Just a moment. Unexpected change. Boom. With Whitebeard as the leader. All the Whitebeard pirates with hockey weapons gathered in Whitebeard's hands. With Whitebeard's punch, in a flash, the sky and earth changed color, everything recovered, and everything became chaotic. This one punch, from the sky. This one punch, gathers the Whitebeard pirate crew's hockey armament. This punch represents Whitebeard's mad wind power. This punch represents the Whitebeard pirates' top-notch skill combination. This punch, from the sky, fell directly on the advancing Heavenly King Uranus. Crack! 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 Uranus the Heavenly King blinked and bloomed circle after circle of golden light, using this to resist Whitebeard's gathering of all the hockey-armed personnel with a punch. Circle after circle of golden light was like a defensive corpse. Circle after circle collapsed, shattered, and rolled back out. Boom. Final. Endless golden light burst. Uranus the King of Heaven blooms his final golden light. Crack. Shattered. The combined skills of all the Whitebeard pirates were truly too powerful, coupled with Whitebeard's own peak strength. That endless hockey armament completely destroyed the blooming golden light of the Heavenly King Uranus. 3. Like the sound of soap bubbles breaking, clear and crisp. Uranus. A bunch of these graceful sunflowers instantly broke into pieces. From the sunflowers started, broke into pieces, golden sunflowers, continuously fluttered, continuously flew out. Suddenly turned into a sky full of golden light, drifted in the air, gradually dissipated bit by bit. No, 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 no. The 5 elders cried out in despair. Maybe. Not used. All these things should end. Puffy, 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 puffy. 5 elders of the 5 stars fell down from the Heavenly King Uranus at the same time, flying out. Each one of them seriously injured and vomiting blood, blood spurting wildly. Their bodies, inch by inch, cracked. Cracks were continuously appearing on the body of the 5 elders. Crack! Whitebeard reached out his hand, 5 fingers like eagle claw, suddenly a claw. Grandfather. Terrifying fluctuations of shock force exploded from the middle 5 fingers in a blink of an eye, forming 5 careful shattered space domains in just a flash, completely piercing through the 5 elder stars that flew out. Heartbroken. Ice body. 5 elders, 5 people. In a blink of an eye, their bodies and souls disappeared, no longer existing. Boom. 5 streaks of blood mist instantly erupted from the red line. Controlling the world's government. The 18 peaks of power, the 5 elders have immense power. Control the blood vessels of this world. Control the power of the 5 elders in this world. This moment. All atonement. All were killed by Whitebeard. Death no longer exists. The 5 elders, this name, became history, written in the Whitebeard era. Grandfather. Right now. That one continuously ice-shattering Uranus, at the root of the tree, suddenly broke off. The sky filled with golden light, dotted with starlight. Suddenly all were swept into the root of the tree. Followed closely, the dazzling needles bloomed again. A small sunflower vine appeared. A new Uranus root appears. Whitebeard reached out and gently grabbed this Uranus, golden light flowing. Extremely dazzling, extremely beautiful, what a powerful aura. Uranus, the Heavenly King, returns to Whitebeard's hands. Boom. Whitebeard jumped up and returned to the harmony of all things. Woohoo! The Whitebeard pirates crew members were all gasping for breath. Just now Peng Pei's infinity hockey armament combination skill had consumed all of their remaining physical energy. This kind of skill combination level, the consumption is extremely terrifying. Father, victory? Marco raised his head and first asked Whitebeard. Whitebeard nodded and said with a smile, Victory. Victory. We Whitebeard pirates, complete victory. The world government completely disappears. Even the exhausted people, upon hearing the 3 words victory, became excited again. All of it is worth it. Win. Belong to the Whitebeard pirates. At this moment, all the Whitebeard pirates cheered. Win. Never had such an exciting feeling of victory. This was a world-changing battle. Truly no one in front and no one behind. Truly world-shaking. Truly world-changing battle. Finally, the Whitebeard pirates won, a perfect victory, drawing a full stop. End. This battle, overthrow the world government ruling battle, complete victory. Whitebeard pirates. Everyone shout. Whitebeard father. Long live father. Whitebeard era. Whitebeard pirates era. Father era. Long live father. Whitebeard pirates, cheer together. At this moment, the world was in turmoil. The world's major islands shook simultaneously and simultaneously became filled with cheers. Down to the sea. Whitebeard laughed and let all things harmoniously return to the sea. The red line had been broken, except for ruins. There was nothing left, not worth lingering over. Grandfather. Just then, a circle of silver lightning shot up towards the other end of the red line, continuously rising. Whitebeard. You win, I lose with conviction. Silver light suddenly appeared in the sky. A strange-shaped miniature spaceship floating in midair. A friendly middle-aged man from a plane revealed ahead. I am Vegapunk. Whitebeard. Disturbing. Huh? Whitebeard raised his head. Looking towards the void, Vegapunk? Retirement. After saying those 3 disturbing words, Vegapunk closed the spaceship's hatch. The silver light flashed once more with a whoosh. The strangely shaped spaceship rose into the sky. Aim for the moon. Enjoy the thunderfruit? Whitebeard laughed. But don't pay attention to Vegapunk. This person still wants to secretly conduct research on Whitebeard's resurrection, but after all, he has never actually taken action against Whitebeard. There is no more or less hatred. Besides, Vegapunk is not considered a real villain. Whitebeard also does not need to chase and kill. Boom. Suddenly, in the middle, the waves rolled, roaring endlessly. A powerful and invincible overlord's hockey charged straight forward. Red hair Shanks. Whitebeard's eyes flashed with light. He raised his head, looking straight ahead, where a pirate ship was rushing towards the harmonious universe. Red hair pirates? The entire Whitebeard pirates were stunned for a moment. What does this mean? Red hair Shanks brought his red hair pirates with him to appear in front. Could it be that red hair Shanks wants to block the path of all things harmony? Edward. Newgate. Shanks appeared. He had one arm, a saber hanging from his waist. His entire demeanor was normal, like a light gentleman, but the more calm and indifferent he was, the more it made people feel scared out of their wits. Listen, you took away all the historical map text? Red signpost history main text? Very good red hair Shanks, he really is a hidden big shot. Whitebeard originally thought that when he and the 5 elders were about to fight, red hair Shanks would appear, but the result. Contrary to everyone's expectations, red hair Shanks did not appear. Oh! Whitebeard's gaze pressed straight to red hair Shanks, suddenly laughing loudly. Indeed, you guessed right, but Shanks, you this snot-nosed brat. Being able to ascend to the heavenly position today is already not easy. Why do you need to seek your own death? The waves were rolling, and the lone red-haired Shanks stood on the bow of the ship, letting the sea wind howl and the waves roll him back, but he was still not shaken at all, calm and confident. Your observation hockey is useless against me. That's right. Whitebeard laughed loudly. He cultivated his observation hockey to the extreme. He could predict the short future. At the same time, through his eyes, he knew the red hair pirates' movements when they first trampled the Germa kingdom. He thought that red hair Shanks would make things difficult on the red line. The result was still wrong. Observation hockey had no way of predicting red hair Shanks' actions. Maybe red hair Shanks doesn't know. Whitebeard. It's a transmigrator. See the original text of the transmigrator. After you leave, peace and prosperity reign. If you don't go, no one can save you. Whitebeard's inner grievances anger. and hatred were all directed at the 5 elders. Kill Blackbeard. Kill Akainu. Trampling on the Navy headquarters. The Navy headquarters that once took the protection of the Holy Land of Mariehua as its ultimate goal had long since become the island under the Whitebeard pirates' flag. Step on the holy vase of Mariehua and kill the 5 elders. Whitebeard did not have such a fierce aura before. There's no need to go on a killing spree. The prerequisite is, don't provoke yourself. Otherwise, kill without mercy. Very fast. News spread. Red Hair Shanks left the Grand Line, returning to the East Sea. Next a very long time. The world is in a state of complete turmoil. The originally chaotic and unstable world, the Great Era, completely ended. Whitebeard Era completely suppressed all chaos. Let this world once again return to normal. The Great Pirate Era, as before, was prosperous and flourishing. The pirates on the sea are still very lively. But there are no such extremely evil pirates because Whitebeard does not allow such extremely evil people to exist. Sengoku, Garp, Kizaru, Akainu, Doflamingo, King of Beasts Kadu, Aunt Charlotte Linlin, Blackbeard Teach, and so on, all enemies, all pay for their crimes. The blood boiled in battle, completely said to take the paragraph. The rotten world government was completely over and completely collapsed. The Whitebeard Era was ruled by Whitebeard. Whitebeard redefined this world's justice. Whitebeard redefined this world. The world is more and more prosperous. The Great Pirate Era still continues in the same place, still develops in the same place, still has supernovas constantly appearing. Still has evil people appearing, however, the extremely evil people are all attacked together. The first half of the Grand Line connects to the New World, and there is no need to pass through the 10,000-meter deep-sea Fisherman Island. Because Red Line collapsed. Red Line in this great battle was sunk a large part. Exactly. It is the first half of the Grand Line and the New World that connects. Present. Directly from the sea surface, you can go through and enter the New World. And the 2 islands that guard the New World and the first half of the Grand Line, one is the original Navy headquarters, the other is the New World Navy headquarters. Both fell into the hands of the Whitebeard pirates, becoming the islands under the Whitebeard pirates' flag. Also said, currently the first half of the Grand Line and the entrance to the New World are controlled by the Whitebeard pirates. Later generations, when they pass through and enter the New World, will involuntarily look up and see the 2 sections of the Red Line breaking up, shocking people's hearts. Time flies. 2 months passed. These 2 months, the Whitebeard pirates were completely wild. Dad, the red road sign and the full history text are here. Marco brought along a piece of historical text that appeared on the deck. These historical texts, some came from killing the Great Witch Charlotte Linlin and then obtained, some were obtained from defeating Kadu and then obtained. And finally, after killing the 5 elders, Princess Shirahoshi passed through the Sea King type, in the deep sea where the Red Line collapsed, discovered about several blocks of historical texts. Consider it as putting all the useful historical texts together in one place. Nico. Is this Robin? Whitebeard smiled. Present. The voice fell, in the cabin, head wearing a cowboy hat. A body of casual clothes. Nico. Robin appeared. Interested in briefly translating the original history? Whitebeard looked towards Nico. Robin, graceful figure, proud Twin Peaks, on the contrary. Had a bit of beauty. Robin bowed and said with a smile, it's an honor. Time flies. 3 months again. In the cabin. System, how much emotional value do I have right now? Whitebeard mobilized the system and asked, Host, there are 222,000 sentiment values in front of you. Very good, system, currently in this world. Other than the last island's great secret treasure, there is nothing worth my investigation. Is it possible to travel to other worlds? Whitebeard paid the most attention to the point. He was able to travel to the pirate world, obtain the system. Surely, after standing at the peak of this world, he would be able to open the transmigration of space and time, go to other worlds. Or perhaps return to Earth? Of course! The host only needs to spend 1 million sentiment values to obtain the authority to travel to other worlds and use them forever. Which world is there? Can I return to Earth? Naturally. Any world of the same level or low-level world, the host can freely come and go. If one wants to enter a high-level world, such as a fantasy world, Then one needs to dominate another world and completely increase one's own abilities. Then one can enter the fantasy world. Can also go to fantasy world. Whitebeard's body shook. Great. Extremely towards the fantasy world. Old world. World battle. Perfect world. Immortal world. Mortal world of cultivation. These are all powerful people looking to the world. One day, Whitebeard wants to roam the world and have fun in it. Thinking back, it's very exciting. System, give me the authority to change to other worlds. 1,000,000 valuable sentiments, worth it. Previously, in the peak battle with the world government and the 5 elders, Whitebeard estimated that he had obtained more than 1,000,000 sentimental values. No loss. It is in the exchange of world authority, eternal authority. The sound system rang out. Follow. With a ha sound, Whitebeard suddenly felt a mysterious and unpredictable force in his body. Mysterious and inexplicable, half real and half fake, seemingly non-existent, yet seemingly extremely real. In Whitebeard's mind, a large section of knowledge related to the world's introduction also appeared, along with the places that needed to be paid attention to. I didn't think that I would be able to return to Earth. Then, after I complete the great secret treasure, I will return to Earth first. Earth. There is also Whitebeard's enemy. Initially framed him to death superior. That guy must die. System, if I transmigrate to Earth, my body, wouldn't it be too big? Edward. Newgate asked. This body is indeed very convenient, invincible and domineering, but at times, it is not very convenient. Host doesn't need to worry. After going through other worlds, Host can freely change body shape, can also freely change this body size. Moreover, strength will not be subject to any restrictions. Also said, regardless of whether Host can change body size or not, they will have equal strength. So powerful. So domineering. The system replied, completely reassuring Whitebeard, and he ate a heart-calming pill. Then it couldn't be better. Whitebeard nodded. Please. A knock on the door sounded, followed by a soft, gentle voice, the historical text, all translated. That's great. Whitebeard opened the door and walked out of the cabin. Nico Robin brought up a very large map. This was a nautical map. She pointed to the location of the 4 islands, which were intertwined with each other, and said, according to the historical text, the last island, Raftel, is located here. Raftel Island at last. Great secret? One Piece. That is real existence. That's all pirates' dream. That is an endless wealth display. 500. Also, prove the completion of the Grand Line to the final island. Then let's go. All personnel prepare. Head to the last island of the Grand Line. Head to Raftel. Whitebeard pirates all staff cheer. Today, the whole world is paying attention. Today, the Whitebeard pirates take off once again.